This program is intended for mature audiences and may contain some material that is not suitable for everyone, including violence, coarse language, and unfiltered opinions. We do not endorse the views of those we report on.
Shit, I didn't mean to fucking break it off like that.
Whatever. Was very
Why'd
abrupt.
you break it? Oh my god.
That was fucking abrupt as hell. There we go. All right.
Then you gotta get that last note in.
Yeah,
Just
gotta
a
get
few-
that shit.
Yeah, just a few seconds short there.
Oh my god. Jesus fucking
You
Christ.
lasted as long as you could, and I'm, we're all appreciative of it.
Yeah. Look, I did my best. I did my fucking best. All right. Well, if you can fucking believe it, I spilled something right on the goddamn floor as soon as we fucking began the show.
Was it your coffee? I bet it was your coffee.
It was not my coffee.
It was your
just
coffee.
No, it was not my fucking coffee.
Was it your weed?
Was it bong water?
Yeah. No, it was not bong water. It was
Okay, good.
No, but it was some organic plant material that's perfectly legal to engage in where I live. I'll have you know. No, it's true. I live in Massachusetts. It's fucking legal here. We're good to go.
The marijuanas.
But yeah,
more like Massachusetts.
Stop,
Oh my
you know
God,
what?
not again.
You know what? Don't you dare make fun of Massachusetts.
Look, I live in Ohio. I can make fun of whoever I want.
All right.
Self-depreciating.
I was about to say,
self-deprecating.
I fucking hate to do this shit, but I do need to throw up the technical difficulties thing real fast while I take care of this because it's an actual mess and I can't have dogs.
Oh my god, you made a mess.
Yes, I can't have the fucking dog. I gotta get.
You fed weed to your dogs?
No,
oh
no,
my god.
No, I gotta vacuum this shit up. I don't want the fucking.
Somebody call PETA.
That's gonna suck.
They euthanize animals. Never call PETA.
Never ever call PETA. never.
Call PETA and then keep them on the line
Oh,
so they can't.
PETA.
Nobody else can call them.
Look, Heon, it's Jover. Okay.
It's Jover.
Keon.
Shush. Shush.
Oh, I forgot. It's pronounced Hyan.
I mean, if you're not familiar with me, then
You
yeah.
know, I'm lucky that you jokers are just able to like keep it entertaining while I'm doing this shit.
Yeah,
You know?
Your problems are your own, old man.
Oh, are you calling me old man? What the hell?
Yeah, I'm
And
the
it's
oldest
the
one
youngest
here.
person.
Yeah.
No, Heon's older than you.
Yeah.
Is it? Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that's right.
Oh,
Fuck.
no.
Yeah, my birthday is soon. I'm gonna be fucking old. Every year I'm fucking old. It's
Oh.
nothing new to me.
That would be the perfect candles to put on a birthday cake. Just old.
Oh my god.
Oh my god! I
Alright.
just got some of my drink in
That's-
my nose. Ow.
that is the default if you can't remember somebody's birthday. You just
We are
give
off
them
a hell of a
give-
start. I dropped my on the fucking floor. Mango shot screwed up her nose.
Oh, you're fruit now.
Neon's being old.
I'm up now all of a sudden.
Yeah.
Alright.
Oh my god.
Let me take
Maybe
myself
we
out
should
here.
have put up the technical difficulties
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah, maybe
Yeah,
I
just-
should. Is it still
Yeah.
fruity?
No,
How
you're
does
fine.
my
It's
bandana
still
look?
kind of fruity, but not as
Okay.
fruity.
All right.
It's like
Okay.
5% fruit juice.
Thank
If
you.
it gets really
Oh my
bad,
God.
then tell me. We'll
Yeah.
put up the. We'll put up the
Oh my
technical
god, I
difficulties
didn't
and
know
let it
you were
pass.
so camp. Oh.
No, here's the thing. Lizard, please try and do the wrist again.
Don't do it.
Please.
Oh my God.
It's so stiff. Why are you stiff?
Because I work with my hands.
Because he's
No.
straight.
You don't, Mango, you don't just ask somebody why they're so stiff.
That's a power that only fucking queer people have. You just understand it, you know?
Hey,
Yeah,
look,
it
I
comes
do a lot of
naturally.
skiing, okay?
No.
No.
He's not fruity enough until he can do the Z snap.
Oh, he
Wait,
cannot.
I'm
It's-
sorry. Is skiing the new gay? What?
You never heard that joke before?
No, I've never
No.
heard that before. So to me, with no
right.
context, it sounds.
All right. So three traveling salesmen stop at a hotel
Oh no.
and
Lord.
they go in and the person at the desk is like, we only have one room, and if you guys don't mind sharing a bed, that's fine. Like, go ahead. And the guys look at each other and like, okay, that's fine. We'll share a bed. It's really cold outside. Maybe the body heat will keep us nice and toasty. So they go upstairs and they all fall asleep. And then in the morning they're eating their continental breakfast and they're talking to each other. And the one guy's like, man, I had this really crazy dream. I had this amazing brunette that was just like, going to town on me, and she was, sucking me off and all this other stuff. And the other guy's like, that's wild, because I had a crazy dream that I was this redhead was actually doing almost the same thing to me. And the third salesman is like, that's weird. I was sleeping in the middle of you guys, and I had a dream that I was skiing.
Oh my god. All right. Well, thankfully, Lizard's joke has spared us the technical difficulties because I'm now good to go. I'm good. Anyway, we've got a show tonight. A very
few
good show
more.
for everybody.
We do.
Yes.
Before we jump into it,
Yeah.
the Small Human Med Fund, just so
Yeah.
Mm.
everyone knows, anything that goes towards the Small Human Med Fund will go towards us having to re-up early this month because the Small Human had a seizure last night at about 3 a.m. So
not fun.
we are having to up his dosage, and of course, the state insurance is still like, no.
Yeah, they still
And-
don't consider it to be like a big enough issue. That's fucking insane.
Yeah. And you told me something about like a device they can put on him
Yeah.
for his seizures or something.
Well,
Excuse
what
me.
it'll be is like they have this thing that they have for babies. It's called an owlet. Well, they make one for disabled children that can detect things like rapid movement, pretty much seizure activity. And so, like, that's a thing. It's fucking great. But we'll see how that goes. I just don't know why the insurance will cover that device, but will not cover the nightly medicine that he needs. Make it make sense, because I fucking can't. Gotta love disability, right?
It's
Welcome
a
to
fucking shit
America.
show. Yeah, welcome to America, where the
Yeah,
rules
I
are made
can't-
up and the points don't matter.
I wish I could make it make sense. But if anyone during the stream is able to chip in or help out at all, it's going to a really good fucking place. So support if you can.
And Jilly's mom is saying she's trying to, but nothing
Yeah,
happens, apparently.
I'm logging into because the Streamlab is through PayPal, of course.
Yeah.
So I'm logging in to make sure that that's on the up and up. Make sure I don't have to like.
You're
do
roboting just a little bit, so you definitely opened a new tab.
Yeah, yeah, I can. No, I understood everything she said, but I can hear what you mean. Yeah.
Ew. Sorry, I just killed a bug on my
God damn
screen.
it.
Meanwhile, I'm gonna say hi to
Oh,
everybody
you're
who's
right.
in the chat right now. We got Phoenix in here. What's up? We're gonna be talking about some of Phoenix's debate with Dave. I've got some timestamps. There's some really fucking crazy shit that happened throughout the course of that. We've got the people on the fucking panel in here. We've got Heon. We've got fucking Mango. We got Honey Badger. What's up, Lucifer Almighty? What's up, Sydney? What's up,
chat for Sydney.
Yeah, what's up, Trav? What's up, Seth? We got fucking Lusty McButt. What's up, Lusty McButt? We got Stew Dog. Hey, Stew Dog. Hope you're doing well. Jilly's mom. Zeta. Hope you're doing well. Spherical Man. Fan-fucking-tastic human being. Hope you're doing well as well. We got Tony. We got a bunch of fucking beautiful people. If I didn't address your name, I think I got everybody. But if I didn't say hi to you, then you know what to do.
Don't forget the lurkers.
Yeah, don't forget the lurkers. Well, the lurkers are the ones who forget to comment sometimes. So.
Yeah, well, sometimes people are working at night, and
True. Yeah, they don't always have time to type. No, that's true. That's true.
Woo, woo.
All right. We got a lot of shit to talk about, don't we?
Yes, we do.
Yes, and I just peed myself.
You
anyway,
did?
let's what?
All right, damn. We got fucking water up the nose. We got fucking weed on the floor, and we got fucking piss in pants. How much better could this night possibly go?
Sitting in my pissy chair.
Oh,
hold on, let me get my bass. I gotta do a slap bass to that.
Oh god.
Also, I don't own a bass, nor can I play any instrument. I have
perfect.
What my music teacher, Mrs. Mellinger, said. Stupid fingers.
Oh man, I'm not.
Anybody?
No.
Okay.
I don't get it. I'm at a loss to start with. I guess we can talk about something that I'm sure some people might have already seen this, because there were quite a few stream viewers when we did this discussion over on Mango's channel. But Dave did a bunch of weird fucking shit in a stream recently where he was doing like some type of vlog, and I popped in there just to fucking say hello and be like, "What's up?" And he started making a lot of weird, vague sexual comments towards me. So I want to talk about that a bit, because it made me very uncomfortable.
You should comment on it and be like, "Are there holes in the paddle?"
Shut up!
Oh my god!
So we'll go through this a little bit, and we did like we went through most of this fucking stream on one of Mango's most recent streams. So I just want to talk about this first bit a little bit, because this is like what matters the most. But yeah, this whole fucking stream was a disaster, and it was absolutely fucking hilarious to get into.
Oh my god!
You have to put that on screen. Can't we just listen to it?
I wish we could just listen to it, honestly, but unfortunately, StreamYard doesn't work like that.
What, you're drunk and bored?
No, actually it does.
Spank.
It does? Oh, how?
Yeah.
Oh, because I can just like.
So
I guess I could just do this.
You can click a different layout. You can have all four of us on screen and like.
Wait, I can? I didn't know that was possible.
You should be able to.
Shit. Whoa!
There you go.
Wait.
Now click play on the video.
We don't have to look at his ugly mug.
Oh my god, that's amazing.
I mean, that's kind of why people are here, though.
Yeah, is to hear Dave flap his fucking gums.
Yeah, his gums. Yeah. No, it's funny. It's funny though. It's nice to know that we don't have to look at him. You know, isn't that's just like a very like refreshing thing to know.
So what you're saying is we should create a censor
That's
bar
what
for
I'm
Dave.
thinking.
We should make a what for Dave?
A censor bar for Dave.
Oh God.
Or mosaic him out.
Yeah.
Make an anime avatar for him.
You know what?
Could you imagine Dave as a VTuber?
No, I couldn't.
Like with a 3D model and everything? That'd be hilarious.
Leave it to the chat. I can't run a poll on this because I'm just doing this from my phone.
Dude, he never run a poll.
But when cigar chats are over, does big old daddy Dave spank fucking Underhaven?
Oh my God.
He just comes out and fucking says that shit, dude. That's the first thing he says to me. I believe at this point in the chat I've only said, "Hey, Dave." Like this is the only thing I've said so far. And then
friendly reminder: big old daddy Dave is only 5'7".
Yeah, I know. And as a joke, like, because the chat's a little bit forward from what we see on the replay.
Mm-hmm.
But as a joke, I was like, yeah, sure. Because I didn't think that he was actually meant like, let's have a debate right now. Because that's not what he said. I thought he was just making a joke, and I was playing along with it. I mean, I don't think he was really making a joke. I think he meant it. But, like, you know, I thought that he meant something else. And he really just used it as a way to, like, harangue me into a debate on a day I wasn't feeling good.
Anna, why would you think that he's joking about that, considering how often he would speak about you like you were his girlfriend?
Yeah, look, I think he thinks it's a joke, like what he's projecting, but like in reality, he knows that he actually wants to do that weird shit. You know,
his forehead looks even bigger in this.
It really does. And you know what?
That's the receding hairline.
He kind of looks like my late Uncle Tiny, who was probably about 300 pounds.
Was he also on a registry?
Yeah.
No, but
excuse you, he also looked like.
Yeah, there you go.
I don't know. I remember one of his tattoos. He was a self-avowed pacifist, but he had the fucking Reichsadler tattooed on him.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well.
Yeah. Not a great person. No.
Yes or no?
So you gonna let Dave spank you, Anna?
I thought it would be funnier for me to be like yes, so I said that in chat, and then now he thinks that I'm in it for a fucking debate with him right here, right now,
dude.
Even though I didn't agree to that.
What always gets me is that weird greasy string hair coming out of his widow's peak.
Yeah, he's like a weird alfalfa over there.
Yes.
It's hanging on for dear life, I swear.
Yeah, that thing's doing more fucking overtime than he's ever done in his life.
Alpha let himself go over the years.
Dude, that one hair is the last thing keeping him inspired. That's like the thread of life for him.
Look, he ran out of burger grease from the last time he did a Dave's cooking show. Okay, there's only so much you can do.
You know,
I mean,
I wouldn't give.
He could wring it out into the pan if he just fucking had the upper body strength to reach back.
Well, welcome aboard.
It's Mudbrooker.
Howdy.
Hey, welcome aboard.
How's it going?
It's Mudballs.
We're just making fun of this big old schlub as always.
Mango tits. Yeah.
Just climb up a set of 3 stairs. You're out of breath.
Oh my god.
You know what though? I gotta say, like, because like this exact same fucking thing is being done to Phoenix on a regular basis. Like Dave says weird things to them all the time too.
Yeah.
Like constantly. Like he's been making a weird thing lately of calling himself Daddy Dave whenever he interacts with anybody.
That's so
really
weird.
He just trauma dumps on me.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, well, you have to interact with him in the Daddy Dave.
I'm surprisingly, he doesn't quite react to me the same way he does with everybody else. But I've only interacted with him like twice, and I don't hold back unless it's absolutely necessary, because I like to needle him. That's not a fucking mystery, but Gotta get my jabs in at the right time, right?
You know, that's the thing though. Like, it takes a lot to really like stick in his mind. Like, if you're anyone who like even interacts with him just a little bit, because he fucking hates Lizard, but he doesn't even know who Lizard is.
Oh yeah, he fucking absolutely despises me.
But he doesn't
Like,
know who you are though. Like, you've
Yeah.
gotten in there how many times? You
And
know?
I'm one of the most open people, and you know, I talk to him. I'm like, I'm willing to have a conversation, but I'm going to shit on you the entire time if you're wrong.
Yeah, see, most of us get to know Lizard before we come to despise him.
Yeah, see?
Yeah.
I'm a piece of shit. I know it,
Oh,
but you guys
wait.
know it, and we can
Jericho
all
Rabbit.
gather around my residual heat.
Jilly's mom and Sydney, thank y'all so much.
Oh,
Oh, thank you very much for helping her out. Thank you.
yeah.
We
Helping
also
out
got
tiny
Frederick
human.
Nietzsche. Like,
Nietzsche.
So he's a sphere.
No, he's a cube.
He's
a
no oblong
cube.
sphere. Oh, okay,
He's-
okay. I see what you're saying.
Some
Yeah.
kind of tetrahedron.
So that's one cubic Dave. He's
One
one
cubic
cubic Dave.
All right, enough.
No, we need to make more of these jokes, though.
More math jokes about Dave.
Uh-huh.
Yes, because he won't understand them.
If he's a cube, why does he look like a trapezoid?
Basically, do I talk to him?
Because he's in the fourth dimension. That's why.
Oh, is
Have you
this cube 2 hypercube?
Have you noticed
Dave?
that?
Hyper Dave, yes. Oh my god, he's gone plaid.
Dave doesn't come out and say, basically, do I talk to him until like 30 seconds after I already accepted this shit. So I accepted the fucking I accepted the shit that he said earlier, and then he specifies only after I've agreed to do it that it was actually
Yeah.
something else.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
sprung it on you.
Yeah, how
and-
did he not catch this? Like, I don't get that.
Oh, because he thinks you can read his fucking mind. Which
Did
is,
he actually fool himself into thinking this was a gotcha, or does he know he's full of shit? That's the issue.
No,
I
he
think-
fooled himself.
You think
Yeah.
so?
He's drunk as
wonder.
shit. Look at
Yeah,
his
you're
face.
right.
Yeah.
You're right.
Look,
Look at his eyes. They're not even fucking. He's focused on one thing, but they're
He
not
is
totally.
leaning so hard that he would fall over if he didn't stop focusing.
Yeah,
if there were no arms on that chair, he'd be on the floor. And you know, the one thing you have to understand about Dave is he's a moron.
Well, yeah,
As
we
dumb
already
as they
know.
come.
That's about it. Like I
Dumber
don't.
than-
Like,
dumb.
Full stop.
like his mother should have slapped the stork that delivered him.
I was a fan of MMA in the 90s. I was one of the few people that knew about Hoist Gracie.
One of the few people in your area.
All right, under
A
heaven,
lot
you
of
get your
people like
wish.
Dude,
Please remain conscious.
Hoist Gracie would usually be like a fucking medicine ball.
Mm.
I mean, considering you're built for it.
And just like that, instead of getting spanked, I've signed myself up for a fucking debate, apparently.
At a
The-
very awkward time.
I know,
Here's the-
yeah.
Here's the thing, though. The spanking and the debate both sound equally fucking terrible
Yeah, I
because
know.
they're
but
Dave.
Yeah.
I like to fuck with him, though, you know? Like, look, I'm a bit of a gremlin when it comes to Dave. I like to go in there and start some trouble and then fuck her off for a bit, like... But no, he kept
Yeah.
pushing this shit with me, like, constantly. I was just like, hey, I'm not in the mood to talk today for a number of reasons. And I explained why. It was a fucking very serious situation. I won't get into it here.
Yeah.
Right.
But
And
yeah,
I-
no, I gave my reasoning, and it's like he didn't accept it.
And I've pointed this out about his beard before. I've had a beard longer than that, and it didn't look like that. His beard is grown in that shape because he never leaves that position, that slumped over,
Yeah.
chin on his chest.
Yep.
I
That's
think
why
he
it's
did
got that
earlier.
bird neck.
That's why he was doing this.
You know, the whole like his
Yeah.
beard thing, like that really makes me like think about when he actually did potentially lose his job. Because I've sent pictures to the group chat and in conversations that we've had of his beard being really short. He wasn't uploading all the time. He was actually making semi okay content because people were fucking paying for it and shit.
hmm
And then all of a sudden, he like gave up on keeping his beard kept.
Yeah, you know, I made a joke earlier.
Okay, sorry.
No, I just want to say this because I made this joke earlier, and I really do think it's appropriate because he's kind of like the new Brett Keaton in a way. He's really made that big of a fall. This guy used to have some fucking respect on YouTube from some people. He used to have an audience, and now the only people who talk about him are doing it as a joke to capitalize on him. That's all that it is.
Yeah.
I think the main difference is that he's actually sitting up.
Yeah.
Well, he's not. He's still kind of slouching back.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I'm really relaxing, but I'm more tense than a fucking.
I believe technically he'd be more recumbent than actually sitting up.
He's slowly leaning back so much. Eventually, he's gonna be just like the manatee flopping around on a fucking, on a bed with no sheets.
Oh god!
I bet his spine looks like one of those S's you drew in middle school.
Yeah, the middle school S.
So Anna, when's Dave gonna enter in his blue period?
Oh my god! All right. Oh my god! Can you imagine him with the blue filter on it?
Oh my god!
So Stu Dog said, I think his channel is still demonetized. I've never seen ads, and he doesn't seem to have super chats or memberships. So what I mean is, like, he used to have a video game review channel, Angry Game Reviews. We've looked at a few of his videos from there. And then before he was on this channel, Lord of Patriarchy, he was on War Corps 666. Before War Corps 666 got banned, he was monetized. He had plenty of subscribers. He was like making money. Now all you'll see is his Streamlabs link that he pins, because when you are ban evading, if you try and sign up for monetization, you get the yeet.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah. And the way he talks, the instant demonetization.
Oh yeah,
Like,
he was able to monetize himself pre-Gamergate days, but now with how he acts now, there's no fucking chance that any website will do that.
I mean, we went over the like his video game reviews, and we were just kind of scrolling through, and you could see it go from like a few thousand views to 1,000 views to like a couple hundred views. And it's a steady decline.
Yeah. I was just thinking that same fucking thing looking at his channel today. Like, there's a steady decline here.
Yeah.
He gets a steady but very low amount of views. Like, probably doesn't break 500 unless it's something spectacular. The only time he breaks views is when he starts inviting people into the fucking open court kind of thing, or
but that's when there's other people to actually entertain the chat in there. That's when he starts to get the views.
Yeah.
But when it's just him on his own, nobody wants to watch that shit unless they're trying to like watch him fall asleep or some shit.
I made this point the other day that, like, dude, like I'm subscribed to Dave just because, like, I want to see what kind of fuck shit he's gonna get into, and if I ever have the chance, I can stream snipe him or like download whatever dumb shit he's saying.
Yep.
And it's always somewhere between like 150 and like 300 views, unless some wild shit happens.
Like when
he goes
to sleep.
Yeah. Then he gets Dave, why do you get more views when you're asleep?
He did. No, it legitimately went up. And by the way, you know what? Fuck it. Because look, there's a lot more shit in this stream. I played the main part where he basically set me up for fucking failure there. And like the rest of this is just him trying to like get me to fucking debate him right here, right now, even though I've expressed interest in debating him multiple times before, but he never wants to set up a day. He's always just like, we're going to do this on my terms whenever the fuck I feel like it. And I'm not doing that shit.
So when he opened up open court, I asked him why the fuck he was acting like a piece of shit towards you. And he just, I got him to say, do you want to be spanked by Daddy Dave at least 3 times that entire stream?
Yeah, I know. Yeah, he keeps saying that shit like it's his new catchphrase. Like, I don't get it, but look, I want to show him falling asleep.
Well, he calls himself Daddy because it's finally dawned on him he's going to die with a dry wick.
All right, that's good. That's good.
That's great.
Yeah.
How are you
All right.
always lit but still have a dry wick? Just saying.
Actually, we'll do it pretty short order.
Can you guys hear that?
Yeah, it's a little faint.
Yeah, it's a little low.
Unfortunately, it is going to be faint, but listen closely for some of this because this is very short. But this is the slow journey of Dave falling asleep live on air. This happened just today. I think TGR might have talked about this a little bit. I don't know if they had the clip, but I recorded most of it and I gave a little bit of a rundown here. So let's take a look.
So everybody head on over to Twitch. Username Lord of Patriarchy, and we'll watch John Wick 3.
But that's not what happened.
Oh, so we're not going to watch John Wick?
We're not watching John Wick. His eyes are still open. He's just. I don't even know. Look, I don't know what happened here. Did he just forget to hit the end stream button, or?
Nope. He's like, no, it's sleepy time.
Well,
It's
okay.
sleepy time.
Was he just lounging there for a minute, on purpose? I don't get it because he had his eyes open.
Something we have to remember is, there we go. I unfroze. So something we have to remember is that Dave is very much one of those people that will drink very heavily, sleep very little, and repeat it all the next day. So at this point, it looks like his body just was like, nope. Because he was supposed to go over, start the movie, do all that shit, but instead he just leaned back and passed the fuck out because he pushed himself to that point of, I'm shutting down, I have to stop.
So you think this is just from too much booze, really?
I think it's from a combination of binge drinking and not sleeping. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I agree. That's probably true. What are you gonna say?
I think it's more likely it's all that hard physical labor that Dave does day in, day out.
Sure.
You know, I mean, I've been there. You know, that shit wears on you.
All that clanging and banging and fucking. Oh, Dave, can you do more than 3 push-ups?
Swinging around all that manly dominance all day.
You know, you get home, you sit down, you take your shoes off. Next thing you know, it's 4 hours later.
And this is the result. If he's out, he's fucking out of there.
Here, I just sent you a picture of the stone that Dave helped me get out of the ground.
This is a bit later.
On Discord.
He starts snoring here. Let me take a look at this lizard. Let me see what you're sending me. He's fucking snoring live.
All right, pause this for a moment.
All right.
Pause for a moment because I was actually making fucking lunch during this, and I had the phone on because if I'm gonna watch Dave sleep, I may as well do it while I'm fucking doing something useful.
Yeah.
He was fucking sawing logs.
He was.
Yeah, that soft palate going. He didn't have his fucking sleep apnea mask.
If I were not able to see, if I were blind, I would have thought that was a pig trying to oink.
Oh my god! Look, the way that he's fucking sleeping on a fucking desk chair like that is not fucking beneficial. You know what I mean? It's really
honestly,
not good.
Considering that S-shaped spine, he might be stretching him out a little bit.
If Brett Keane is the manatee, what is Dave? He's a narwhal. It's right there in his name.
Yeah. Narwhal Nordal.
Yeah, Narwhal Nordal. Yeah.
Yeah, and that little strand of fucking greasy hairs is failed horn.
It's undeveloped horn.
The little floppy horn.
You know that's not actually a horn. That's actually a big tooth.
It is.
Yeah, it's a big tooth. A lot of people don't know that.
If you had a tooth having contest between Dave and Brett Keane, I'm pretty sure it would be a close call.
I'm told I snore like that. Look, I'm sure some of us here do. None of us have done it live on air except for Dave.
Yeah.
I snore like that if I lay on my back.
Someone told you that you snore like a 46-year-old alcoholic? That's terrible. They shouldn't be your friends.
Yeah.
Could fucking wake the dead with them snores.
He gets louder later. I'll cut to that in a moment. But yeah, look at him go.
Oh,
Oh,
he starts to stir.
yeah, he starts to stir.
That just scratch his tit.
Nah, he's not awake quite yet. You gotta wait a little bit longer. But yeah, this is the slow realization that he's still live.
Oh man, he went from his arms down to crossed, and the focus.
Been there, man. Because I'm just laying in bed. I'm like, no, that next alarm's about to go off.
Yep.
Maybe I can catch a few more Z's.
Hey, wait a minute, I'm live. Like, dude, I
I've
can't
never
even
done it
imagine.
live.
I can't even imagine waking up to YouTube. That's so weird.
Yeah.
Like,
That is pretty foreign. But if Dave wants to actually make money, he should just do sleep streams.
yeah. Some people get away with that shit. I fucking can't stand it.
Hold on, we just missed the oh shit moment. Because he was like, oh
There wasn't
shit, I'm live.
There wasn't even really an oh shit moment. He just slowly realizes it, and like as soon as he realizes it, he fucking hits that end button.
Oh, we have a person note in the chat.
Oh, what's up, Matt? Hope you're doing well.
Oh, Matt Jarbo. Nice to see you.
And the 60s.
Yep, see? He plays the video for a bit,
Was that
and then he immediately goes fucking off.
Like, I gotta figure out. He's got to get coordinated. He's like, oh, where's the stop button? Hits the space bar and then goes over to the end
and that was Sigma Snooze too.
But that's not it,
Budweiser
though,
Boogaloo.
Yeah.
because I got another short clip for you. This one's way shorter, but Dave tried to do some push-ups.
Oh my god, I wanted to see this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. We need Lizard's critique on this.
Oh,
I
yeah,
will
Lizard.
absolutely give you the critique. I'm actually gonna like duet this fucking thing.
Dude, okay,
Yes,
I've
sir.
got a warning for you first. This might be the worst push-up I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Like, there's no
Is
technique
it worse?
to it.
Is it worse than Howard Bloom push-ups?
It's worse than a Howard Bloom push-up in a way.
All right.
Because I don't even consider that to be a push-up. This was like an actual attempt at a push-up, but it was like 5% like effort. So let's take a look.
Have I actually done my allotment of push-ups? But
Back
I'll
in-
see if I can go for 3 more.
3?
I did 8 push-ups back in high school. I did my allotment.
Yeah, he tries to do 3 push-ups. Look, to be fair, I think he did a few more push-ups like before this, but I wanted to show like these last push-ups that he did because these are the ones that left the biggest impact on me. This is what I came in to see, like when I actually came in to like see what he was doing. So let's see.
Okay.
Look at that hairline, by the way.
Okay. No. 0. 0.
Oh my god.
Look at that! Look at that!
Wait,
0.
no, this is exactly what I said to Lizard when we were talking about it the other day. I was like, I bet you his push-up is when his stomach hits the ground and
Yeah,
he goes back
It is.
up.
it is.
Yeah.
That's exactly what I fucking said.
Let's see that one more time, okay?
0.
0.
Yeah.
0.
He's not even raising everything up.
No,
Dude.
he gets onto his belly, drops his chin to the floor, and then
Okay.
just kind of rolls back and forth on his gut.
All right.
Yeah.
If you ever want to do like push-ups correctly, you keep your face like pointed forward because if you look at the ground, you're gonna stop prematurely. But Dave, you just let your gut hit the ground, and you didn't actually do any push-ups, and that was 3, and you were struggling.
Oh, but
Try doing 3 4-count push-ups. 1, 2, 3, 1. Jesus Christ!
listen
All right,
how
I'm
out
gonna-
of breath he is, man. That's
He
the
is
best part.
fucking
He is
dying.
gassed. He is fucking gassed.
All right, I'm so gonna fucking.
No, I
I'm
don't
so
know
gonna
why
fucking.
the hell you
Shit.
Yeah.
Allie
he
Dean's
is
here.
Oh yeah,
neat.
we got Allie Dean. What's up?
Allie Dean, human being.
Yeah,
Long time no see.
The first thing he does is come in here with some breathy shit.
I know. I don't know why the hell you can't hear her.
Jesus Christ, the dude's fucking exhausted.
God damn, dude.
Also,
okay. I'll make my own video about that shit because
Yeah.
holy fuck, Dave.
Maybe I'll be able to get like, because I just pulled this real quick for the show. Maybe I can get the rest of the push-ups he did because he said that he did like 14 in total there. So he must have been counting ones that he did previously.
What over 6 days?
Yeah, I don't know.
He did 14 times 0 push-ups.
Yeah, I
Okay.
know. 0, yeah.
I guarantee you. All right, how about this? If we meet Mango's goal, whatever it may be, of helping her out to get her son some
medicine,
some medication, I will do 50 push-ups. Not 4 count, Jesus Christ. But I'll do 50 push-ups.
Not 50 times 0, 50 times 1, mind you.
Yeah.
50, yeah. I will do 50 push-ups. Just like on stream if you want, on video. I don't care. I'll figure it out. I'll put my phone on the ground. And upload a video. Right here, right now.
Hell yeah.
If we meet that goal, fine.
I'm rarely seen just like LOP's hairline. Oh my god, Allie. Jesus fucking Christ. I mean, not wrong, but at the same time.
It's pronounced lop. The way his genetics lopped off his hairline.
The way he looks like his stomach just lops outward. Dave, maybe if you stop drinking your estrogen from Coors and Budweiser.
Gotta get them T levels up, bro.
Yeah. Start chopping some wood, dude.
Yeah, I doubt he could heft an axe.
With the ongoing Dave saga, I got into an argument because I went to his live chat to go give Dave some shit, and one of his fucking mods has always tried to start shit with me.
Yeah.
And
good old Brian Hicks.
Yeah. And look, that clip that we just showed you, I want to show you guys that part because that was the part that was most relevant to this. Dave pulling that Daddy Dave shit and shit like that was clearly sexualization. There's no way to fucking,
No
mince
two
it.
ways about it.
Yeah, exactly. There's like no debate about it. I'm not even willing to have a conversation about it because it just is. Dave has done that to me multiple fucking times, and I don't give a shit personally. I personally don't give a shit, but I never consented to have that shit fucking, those type of comments directed towards me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's uncalled for, unnecessary, but and of course he's denying it here.
It's one thing if like me and you are joking around and like someone makes a joke about licking balls or like sucking dick.
Yeah, because you and I are friends for one. So
yeah, I work the middle stall. That's the running
joke.
Yeah.
Like, Anna and I have been friends for 6-7 years now. Like we've been friends for a fucking while.
Friends for queers.
But the fact that Dave sees you pop into chat and is immediately like calling himself daddy and talking about spanking you when the most relationship that you've ever had with Dave is debates and picking on him because he's fucking stupid.
Yeah.
That's out of line. That's uncalled for, and that's very much sexualization.
Does the same thing to fucking Phoenix too. Like a ton of fucking people who go in there. Like he does this exact same fucking shit. Unless you're like a straight fucking dude, then Dave is probably gonna direct some weird comments towards you, one way or another.
Sometimes he'll get so mad he'll cook eggs at you.
Yeah. Dude, if I could archive anything like going back in time, if I had a time machine, I know what I'd do.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You can go back in one point in time. I know which one.
Yeah.
Can I just say that I am really thankful that the only thing Dave has ever done to me is trauma dump on me and like give us insight to his family life.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Real convenient.
You should go into his live or his his panels more so he can do that. We can get more Dave lore. Find out who hurt you, Dave.
But yeah.
Who hurt you and why didn't it stick?
I brought up the spanking thing, and Brian Hicks says here, Dave enjoys lesbians. I don't see how that's like mutually exclusive with what happened here. But so I replied with doesn't stop him from sexualizing me. And then he says, "How exactly? You have a dick and balls, not a terribly impressive one either." That's also not true. Like that's just objectively not true.
Yeah, that's not true at all.
Look. Some people fucking present in the chat perhaps can confirm that. But next it says, I say he frequently made comments about spanking me in a sexual manner because this has just happened like a few days ago.
Yeah,
like this is not even a week ago that stream happened, which we were talked about earlier.
Yeah,
and we went into it in detail. It's not just that one time that I showed off here on the stream. Like there's been multiple comments that he makes. And he continues to make comments like that towards me and Phoenix throughout the course of that entire fucking vlog that he did. Because he was sloshed off his ass, and whenever he gets drunk, he starts making really weird sexual comments. It's something that he does. Even fucking someone who's as much of a fucking sycophant as Brian Hicks should be able to fucking acknowledge that shit, because he sees Dave all the time. It's like denying that Dave falls asleep on stream, which he also did earlier, because Brian Hicks was also in. He was in the fucking chat earlier. You saw that shit. He was like, "Dave's gonna wake up any second now," and it took like a fucking hour for Dave to wake up.
It took a little over an hour for him to fucking start stirring and wake up.
Yeah.
Like at one point, he actually coughed really loud and continued sleeping.
Yeah, he kept sleeping.
Yeah, that was his soft palate choking him to death.
But yeah, no, by the time it was all said and done and that stream had actually fucking finished, there was more time with Dave being asleep in the stream than there was of him being awake. And I feel like that's really symbolic of how much his content has fucking fallen. Because literally half of the goddamn stream, or no, it was probably the majority. It's probably closer to like 60%. Yeah, no, 60%. I was about to say that. Yeah, it was close to about like 60% of the stream was just him not making content at all. It's fucking ridiculous. He does a lot of that lately.
Can we get some muscles and weight bars in the chat for Dave being the real fit and curvy?
Oh, God. What's up, Dave?
Oh, she's gonna fucking fight you, and I'm gonna stop it.
You're gonna get read the riot act.
Look,
I'm not gonna stop it either. Yeah.
Spheres technically have all of the curves, so. Am I wrong?
All right.
You're wrong, but
you're just digging a fucking hole there.
Yeah, you really are wrong. I forgot this one too.
Thank you, Phoenix.
So then Brian Hicks says this to me: "You're obsessed with Dave and want him to ream you from behind." Things that straight people think of, by the way. And then I say, "There's those weird, uncalled for sexual comments again."
Exactly,
like,
dude.
Not only is Dave doing this, now his fucking mods are doing this fucking shit. Really? Like, really?
Oh, Mr. Jarbo, Dave is Lord of Patriarchy, Warcorp 666.
I just got that in there.
Yeah. Look, he's a dude who I have a bit of a rivalry with. He was he's like really on the anti-SJW wagon and just never got off, even though that like died as a genre on YouTube.
Yeah, he got 1.5 million views on a video back in like 2016 when that shit was popping off, and he's been riding that bandwagon ever since.
Still trying to chase that same success. Yeah. It's fucking sad.
Let me ask you, what's the difference between 250 and 1.5 million?
I don't know.
It's about 1.5 million.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah. Damn. I must have failed my math class or something. It's all right. I guess Dave did too. That's his actual name.
Yeah.
He's put his actual name out there.
Oh wait, you remember him from the Gamergate days?
Really? Man.
Oh boy.
He used to be Warcorp 666. Yeah.
He was also Angry Game Reviews.
Well, I mean, Matt probably doesn't know that because that was really obscure, but
yeah.
Was it really all that obscure when like he hung up stockings by his computer, one of which said Warcorp 666 and the other said AGR?
Yeah, you got me. You got me. What's up, Penny Patty? How you doing?
Mango also has all of those videos. It's true.
Yeah. All right. Well,
yes, I do.
Let's
Mango
talk about,
has all of the videos.
Look, Mango does what Mango wants. Okay.
It's true. Check out our OnlyFans.
Better not shout. Better not cry.
All right. Let's talk about Terrence von Higginbottom.
Goddamn, Mr. von Higginbottom.
Oh my!
Yeah, because someone on YouTube.
Terrence von Higginbottom. Is that anything like Wendell Terwilliger?
No.
Is it anything like Vivian
Look.
Smith-Smythe?
That's not actually this guy's name, but there's been this really weird, persistent rumor going around that his name is Terrence von Higginbottom.
But more like Rooster Cogburn.
What? All right.
No, like Rusty Shackelford.
Okay.
Yeah, it's that type of name. It's definitely that type of name. All right, so to give a bit of context here, there's this chud on YouTube, like many others. He talks about like pop culture shit. The main thing that he does is just rant about like shit that's primarily for like teenagers and kids and shit like that. Basically, his idea for content is to politicize media wherever you can fucking find it, and a lot of that involves, not in this case, I mean this is a game for adults, but a lot of that involves looking too much into kids media and shit like that. He's basically just like a culture war grifter, the type of shit that emerged as a result of fucking, all the fucking political shit that our country's been through throughout the past fucking decade. And yeah, he's just another fucking cookie cutter. I guess the person I could compare him to the most is the Quartering. If you're familiar with that type of fucking content, then you pretty much know the exact type of stuff that this guy is doing. And so yeah, basically what these people tend to do is they just try to look for reasons to get outraged and fucking push the envelope. And this clip has gone very fucking viral over the past week or so because he completely fucking flips out over there being some option to pick your pronouns in this new Bethesda game, Starfield. And it's insane how comedically like cartoonish his response to this is. I want to take a look at it because I actually used to be a big fan of this guy back before he made videos like this. He used to do videos about like World of Warcraft and like that type of shit, like MMOs basically. Like, he was pretty much just like a one genre type of fucking YouTuber who only talked about one game for quite a while there. And then eventually he branched out and saw how much money you could make from just spewing out fucking lies and getting people outraged. And this is what it's devolved into by the end of it. So let's take a look.
I bet he claps when the plane lands.
Shut up.
Just want to say something to you, Bethesda. Just want to say a little something. There is nothing I love more. Taking my headphones off. Fuck that. Bethesda. There is nothing I love more than to sit down, comfy chair, turn on my PC, fire up a brand new RPG, lose myself. Think, oh my god, just think of this world. Just think of all the planets I can visit. All the immersive things that I can get involved with, all the fights, all the...
I wish that what he was saying was true, but when he sits down to enjoy a game like this these days, that's not what he's doing. He's not looking in with the idea of how can I get immersed in this? How can I enjoy it? He's looking for shit to fucking complain about and talk about on his YouTube channel, because that's how the YouTube game is. You need to keep pushing the envelope, keep your fucking fans angry, and keep yourself angrier, so that you can continue to capitalize on the fucking views that come with outrage culture. So he's not going into this fucking thing with good intentions.
I'm gonna let him finish, but I only have one thing to say about this dude.
Oh, yeah?
Go ahead.
All right, I guess we'll save it for the end.
The relationships, all the people I meet, all the places I go. I'm so excited to go there. And I love nothing more than, with all of that laid out in front of me, I love nothing more than to be dragged out at every fucking conceivable opportunity so you can fucking current day us.
This is all at being prompted, like, how do you want your character to be addressed? Like, if you wanted to fucking do, like, no one's demanding that he go around and, like, have a character that has different pronouns from, like, what the avatar might fucking suggest. He could have easily just suggested, like, oh yeah, he/him, like those are the pronouns that he is addressed by every single fucking day. But he feels like the simple fact that people are given the option, and that's all this is an additional option. You don't have to engage with it.
I'm waiting for him to scream about the nebulous buzzword of this entire fucking decade so far. Gender ideology.
This is not like some made up fucking bullshit that just came up out of nowhere. Like these things have been around for fucking years. It's so fucking simple.
I'm sorry. You mean gender ideology and gender identity and everything else has been a thing since we started recording history?
Well, no, the term that's
Since people started writing.
Whoa.
Even the word fucking pronoun is what I'm trying to say. Is like people act like this is like some type of new invention.
He's getting bent out of shape over something that is.
He does have a bit of a point though. If you're creating a character from scratch, building it the way you want it to, why would you have a character that isn't the way you built it? Why would it identify as something other than what you have created?
Well, I mean, okay, so like, and I get what you're. I've heard that argument made in regards to like, okay, like the she her and thing and he him thing, but like, there's also like, I'm pretty sure there's an option in this game, or at least there should be, to like have neutral be addressed neutrally by neutral pronouns, and like that's something that some people enjoy, and if the voice lines are already there to do it, then who really gives a shit? It's just an additional option that I don't think really required that much more man time. And look, if the option makes someone happy, then who the fuck cares? Like, you don't have to engage in it if you don't want to. Like, that's just how I look at it.
It's just being so irrationally ass mad over this is you're taking the piss out of me.
You're taking the piss out of a lot of people.
Yeah.
So this dude, go ahead. Sorry.
No, I was just going to say, like, I know a few different trans women that are still very much mask presenting because they're not on hormones or anything. They are trans women. They identify as women. So if they were to make their character in game, more masculine presenting with long hair, but still have the feminine pronouns, that more so fits who they are.
Yeah, they would probably use that body type with the other pronouns, and that's fine for some people. It's. I'm sure that won't be a ton of people, but like, I'm sure it's enough that it's like, why not have the option? It's such an easy thing to program in. It's like, why not include it? These voice lines are already recorded anyway. So,
but before I begin, everybody hit that link that Mango just hit up. It's for medicine for her child so that he can, get medicine so he doesn't have seizures. But I just noticed, like, in the background, first of all, like, get your camera at not at an angle so it doesn't look like you live on a slope. But anyway.
Yeah, I know.
So he's got all of these Gundams, and I'm guessing a lot of these games are sci-fi related, and he's playing Starfield, which is sci-fi related. Has this guy never watched Star Trek?
All of this shit has some political themes going on through it. Like, they might not all be as on the nose as some, and I understand, like, on the nose political themes can be obnoxious, but like, politics is in most things, not everything. Like, you won't find it in a fucking Mario game, but anything that really has like something to say about society almost always involves politics.
I mean, but here's what I'm saying. Well, yeah, it's got to be a little bit contemporary. Of course, that's why you see in like The Simpsons and like Futurama, they change up like how people use devices. It's more contemporary to things like that. But when you look at like Star Trek, they don't address any of that. They don't give a shit about that. They're like, we're focused on advancing us as a species, and we're advancing, our presence throughout the galaxy and everything like that. And if you have never watched Star Trek, politics almost never come up unless they're violating the Prime Directive. Like, this dude is clearly into sci-fi and has no idea about the underlying message of Star Trek, which is like, don't give a shit about all of this stuff. Let's actually try and like complete a mission. Let's explore the galaxy. And they run into enemies that have, and if you look at the Orville, they do a parody of it, but they also kind of like pull all of that same nuance into it. They're just like, oh yeah, well we have the what do you call the Klingon prototypes or whatever you want to
This
call
guy
them.
doesn't realize that he's like standing in the way of society like that, though. Ever happening?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, you know, some of the problem with a lot of the movies and video games and things like that, science fiction has always been the ideal vehicle for social commentary. You can take an issue, you can put it on another planet, look at it from the outside, let people make up their own minds.
Right.
The thing is, a lot of the newer science fiction, a lot of the writers nowadays don't really understand the difference between social commentary and politics, and you know, a political position, political agenda, whatever the fuck you want to call it, and they just don't they don't get it. They don't understand the difference between a universal human theme and their political opinion.
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah, it's too on the nose. It's not like nuanced enough. And I get that's present in and like games, especially these days. There's big issues with that. But I think that of all the things to get angry with in a game like this, especially like a bug-ridden game like a fucking Bethesda game, this is the thing you decide to shout about. Really, I'm sure there's other issues with the game that are way bigger than this that you could be tackling. Maybe even like a more philosophical type of look at the game.
That's what games are about. Like that's why I kind of love, one of the reasons I absolutely love Fallout, other than the fact that I wish a nuclear apocalypse upon this planet. No, but like seriously, you can choose to do whatever the fuck you want. There are so many options to do whatever you want. And this dude is just like, why can't I just be me? You can be you. So choose to be you and stop trying to dictate what everybody else wants to do. Like, get the fuck out of here. And the more you go like far, and I'm going to say both left and right on the political spectrum, you lose critical thinking. And
definitely. A lot of the time you do.
This guy is a prime example of not having any critical thinking skills, or he does have the critical thinking skills and he refuses to use them, like you were saying, just for the grift.
Yeah, exactly. Just for because you know what though, honestly, like I said, I used to know this guy before he got really big doing this shit, and I would go into his live chats and I'd say hi to him, and he always made time to be like, "Oh, hey, how are you doing? Like, thanks for stopping by." Like, this is clearly someone who has the potential to be a really nice, like, really fucking chill dude. And he's just, like, seen all the fucking money that he can make doing the opposite, and he just let it corrupt him. He really has. He's let himself get ruined by the fucking grift. And it's sad to see. Because he actually really is, I think he's a pretty good dude deep down, but apparently not good enough to fucking resist the fucking urge to make money. And that's sad to see.
And Stew Dog and Petty Patty put it almost perfectly together. Dude spent 85 pounds on Starfield to rant and not like it. Sorry, you wasted your fucking money. Just, get rid of the game. It's not your fucking thing.
I've seen a bunch of his fans say that they're refunding the game, but he's still playing it, still trying to make content about it. It's fucking insane.
But yeah, Petty Patty's like, oh yeah, so many on both sides. Should have had a V8.
Yeah, look, I get that. Look, discourse has gotten so toxic these days, especially like in this country in particular. I don't know how it is out in Europe. People out in Europe can speak to it themselves, but things have gotten so fucking difficult to have any conversation with even someone who's on the same like political side of the aisle as you. If there's if there's enough distance, then they just won't talk to you. They won't have a civil conversation with you. And then they'll declare you to be someone who's on the other side of the political aisle. You know what I mean? Yeah. There's a lot of straw manning that happens these days. And it's because of people like this grifting on other people and trying to like basically poison the water so they can make more money. Because the more fucking people they have that are like that, the more they can capitalize on. It's sad.
Also, he's a classic neckbeard. Look at that shit.
He's literally got a neck beard.
Sorry, did you want to get immersed in our world? Yeah, well, guess what? Fucking pronouns! Fucking gender ambiguity! Fucking current day Californian shit! Because that's all we fucking know! Because we're boring! We're so fucking boring!
She needs to really calm down.
Yeah, I think she's got some sand in her vagina.
Oh my god.
It could be a ticking time bomb.
Look, pronouns don't mean shit, so
Look, I
whatever.
get there are some forms of media out there that do fit the description of what he's saying right now, but I don't think that a video game simply for including the option of pronouns is you know what I mean? This is way too much of an over-exaggeration. It's trying to use shit that actually does exist out there to try and attribute that to this and just hope that people don't like do their own critical thinking about the subject matter. You know what I mean?
Just play the fucking game, dude.
Exactly. Just play it and enjoy it. And you know what? If there's actually something that's seriously offensive in there, then sure, make a fucking video about it. But like something like this is, I don't know. It did what he wanted though because this blew up.
Just anal pained.
This gave him exactly what he was looking for because everybody's been talking about it. Hell, we're talking about it. I'm part of the problem right now. But
this is the dude that flips over the Monopoly board when he starts running out of money.
yeah, that's a good point. Oh yeah, I mean, I might be a little bit late for a warning, but yeah, he gets really loud in this, so be careful, everybody. Also, what's up, Mario Heat? I hope you're doing well. Wow,
we can't see past our own fucking reflection. That's the level of our narcissism here at Bethesda Western Game Company.
That's projection.
Dude.
Of all the things bad you can say about Bethesda, I don't know if woke is the first thing that would come to mind.
No.
How about the fucking fact it's a greedy, soulless corporation that's been putting out more and more schlock over the years? You can, that's what I'm saying. Like, critique the quality of their games. There's a lot to say there. You don't have to make everything about fucking wokeness.
It's a gigantic game corporation that sells you entertainment for money, and the only thing they care about is money. So
I guess the final question is: are you not entertained?
Yeah, they're gonna go where the fucking culture goes.
No, it was more of a rhetorical question for. This.
I know.
One thing I can say for sure is that massive companies like this, they go where the culture goes. This is not out of any loyalty to the fucking cause or out of any like actual. I doubt anybody had an actual fucking agenda here other than like whatever. Wouldn't this be a nice option to have? Like, you know what I mean? I really don't see there being some huge agenda behind this decision.
Dude, when that whole Bud Light thing
that's just what they want you to think.
Okay.
Hey, as in, you know, he meant to say that with a hard J. But anyway, when like I go to the grocery store and gas station and everything all the time, and when the whole Bud Light thing happened, I would just like watch the stocks of Bud Light, and after maybe like 3 to 4 weeks, basically the same amount of Bud Light and everything would just it was essentially the same. People are still buying it because it's cheap, shitty beer that you can fucking have out.
Absolutely microscopic attention spans when it comes to political, like
they don't give a shit about that.
Exactly. Yeah, they don't give a shit. They're not going to take a stand for more than, like you said, like a month at most. Like it's absolutely fucking pathetic. That's why nothing gets accomplished politically in this country, because that's about the extent of effort that people are willing to actually put into change.
And Mango pointed this out to me. She was just like, I actually asked her one time. I was like, how many companies does Anheuser-Busch actually own? And it's like 25. They own so many different companies that have like the Anheuser-Busch.
Those are just the main companies.
Yeah. They've had
those aren't even like subsidiaries.
And they have the money to gobble up any fucking competition that could possibly rise up.
And literally,
you're not really doing anything.
Literally, Anheuser-Busch InBev has Modelo, Anheuser-Busch, Miller, Foster's, Lakeport, Beck's, Lava.
Any shitty beer that you've drank.
Yeah, Michelob, a shitload of like
Stella Artois.
Independent beer companies or whatever you want to call them. Like, they own so much shit it's just like they're not going to hurt.
They are
unless you just completely stop drinking beer.
Yeah, they are literally just making money hand over fist, and you think boycotting just one of their brands is going to bring them down?
Even that fucking local brewery that your fucking cousin refuses to go anywhere else but there, like that could be owned by fucking Anheuser-Busch.
Yeah.
They're that fucking prolific. It's insane, man.
These people think that they can take on the corporations by themselves with their meaningless boycotts.
For 4 weeks, like not even
funny.
a permanent.
That's a goddamn laugh.
If they actually put their money where their mouth is and stuck to what they were doing, then sure, it could make an impact, but they're not going to do that shit.
They think they're killing the Slurm Queen, but in all reality, Slurm's still going to be coming out.
Yeah, shut up and drink your fucking cheap.
They're still going to be lining up for beer intravenously. Just give me the shit, right? Just right in the vein, right in the vein.
Fuck your emotions. Fuck you having a good time. Fuck you falling into a world and just getting lost. No. Current fucking day.
Sounds like a personal problem, bro.
It really is a personal problem because just like I said, he's the one going in trying to make fucking content out of everything that he sees. It's not just a problem with video games. People do this with movies, TV shows, all types of shit. It's not just about like, okay, I don't know if Matt's still here, but he made a really good point to me in a vlog he did recently. People don't just go out and enjoy fucking movies. He said movies in particular, but this is a media issue. People don't just go out and enjoy media. They have to find some way to be part of the discussion afterwards, and that's almost more about what it is for them, being part of the discussion. Whether it's fucking negative or whatever opinion you're fucking holding. People just want to be part of the fucking discourse. They don't actually want to go out and enjoy the media for what it is anymore, and that's really sad.
Dude, I have yet to beat Fallout 4, like, complete the entire mission. Just because I want to play the fucking game. I want to shoot some zombies in the head and throw some fucking landmines and watch them explode.
Yeah, you just want to have the fun of the game.
Yeah.
That's it.
Dude, that's increasingly becoming a rare thing to do. There's so many games out there whose entire success depends on how much can you get people to play this shit on Twitch. Isn't that sad? It's not about what's the best game experience you can deliver anymore. It's about how fucking marketable is your game in regards to like viewer attention.
And you know who we have to blame for that? Communism.
Communism?
I mean, hold on. That other thing, the bad one.
Oh,
capitalism. There you go.
Well, yeah. Oh, okay.
Granted, communism is bad. I'm not defending communism.
Oh my God.
At the same time.
Let's be a little more specific. Consumerism.
Yeah, consumerism, I think, is the best way to put what's going on here.
Off! You're boring! You're fucking dull! You have nothing to say!
This is really ironic. like he's just shouting into a fucking microphone right now.
Dude, you haven't had anything to say for the first minute and 48 seconds of this video.
And he won't have anything else of value to say for the rest either.
You are a one-hived mind twat waffle! That's all you
Who's a twat waffle?
Pot me kettle?
He's calling the other people twat waffles, yeah. That's the fucking thing. He keeps making these accusations of like, and look, I get like there's a lot of fucking issues that are shared throughout the political spectrum these days. There's a lot of like core fundamental issues with politics that you can't just boil down to this is a left-right dichotomy. But to deny that people like this on YouTube are the issue when they're actually the ones who are going out and radicalizing people and making things worse just for the sake of a quick check. Like, you're the exact fucking issue that you're describing. You just can't see it.
And you wonder why people are getting so fucking sick and tired. You take everything we love, all our emotions, all our fantasies, all our escapism, and you just can't help shovel your dog shit, fucking crap ideology into everything, every single solitary fucking thing.
I think he might be mad.
Yeah, he might be looking into it a little too hard.
A little bit
like, listen.
Real quick, I gotta go make some Bud Light, so I'll be right back.
You gotta go make some. Okay.
Yeah. Like I was gonna say, dude, you eat from the same garbage of ideology, the garbage bin of ideology that we all do.
Exactly.
Get a fucking clue, dude.
You're not any better than fucking us. If anything, you're worse because he's the type of person who's actually profiting off this fucking bullshit. I think the people who profit on this bullshit fucking openly are a lot more accountable than just the average person who's falling for it. Just my opinion.
Like Fit just said, sir, this is a Wendy's. Stop yelling.
Oh, right back into playing the game though. Have you noticed that? He's back.
Yep.
Not done with it. He's gonna dive right back in. Oh my god.
That's fucking amazing.
Pronouns.
The myopic fucking view of this guy. Pronouns. Fucking pronouns.
Oh my god.
Fucking pronouns. How do they work, dude?
Fire, water, whatever. I don't know how that goes.
Oh my god.
What? What? I can't sing the fucking. I can't sing the shitty ass song.
If you're gonna do the avatar thing, like, do it right.
Man, that's who the fuck's got the crunchy chair?
That would be Mud.
Mud's rocking a crunchy ass chair. All right,
You're crunchy.
It's actually an old barber's chair. He's just rocking it back and forth to make sure it gets oiled.
Ain't far from that. It's an old suede living room chair that put casters on it.
That sounds a lot more comfortable than fucking desk chair. Like I do not fucking like desktop like PC chairs or whatever the fuck you call them.
Hey, I got this chair out of the grace of my Rumi's bank account, and so it's doing the job. The funny thing is, this chair I haven't had to raise it up. It sits just right.
Fuck your shitty ass shack chair.
It's not a shack chair.
Yeah,
it's a shack chair.
It's not a fucking shack chair.
It is a fucking
Who do you
shack
think
chair.
I am?
Look.
Some ham bone in Texas?
Look, I think you're a ham bone.
You got lizard going. You got a ham boning.
Like I think you're a
ham
ham
bone
bone.
me in
just
your
not in
shack
Texas.
chair.
Oh,
Heard?
lizard.
What?
Lizard.
What?
That was more tasteless than Dave's cooking.
Yeah, seriously.
Ooh.
What the hell? All right.
Fair enough.
Oh,
So Vaughn's talking about the orbs again.
Oh, the
Oh,
orbs.
oh no.
The
Fucking
orbs.
morons.
The orbs.
Yeah, let's talk about it.
But can he prove the orbs?
Can he what the orbs?
And he-
Can he prove the orbs?
Yes, he's proving the orbs. He's gonna prove the orbs to us.
Circles
I don't
in
believe him.
chat if you're ready for orbs.
Oh god.
What we can see here is an
How do you make a
excellent
circle?
example of why these orbs are
Windows
not.
semicolon.
Look in the lower left corner.
I
you
just hit
see
the
a
O
spider
button.
web, right?
Bear in mind, this is a man who had 2 years of broadcasting school. So he knows that these aren't just fucking swarms of bugs around his goddamn porch light.
How could you assume
They're
there's anything
orbs.
else?
Now here's the thing. He lives. He doesn't live too far from me. He only lives like 100 or so miles down from me.
That's disgusting.
Yeah, like that's Second Amendment. Anyway, so he lives in Dan Boone National Forest, right, or whatever. So it's pollen season.
Yeah.
What do
my
you
God.
think the trees are giving off?
The trees
Yeah,
are
well,
coming.
This
The
is
trees
They're
are coming.
yeah.
The trees are coming.
yeah, and this
Quite
is
literally,
this,
actually.
This video, I think, is from 2 or 3 weeks ago too. I mean, it's a warm climate. There's a lot of bugs that hatch certain times of the year.
Yeah.
But this
Now-
looks more like it's wind blowing shit. It's probably tree spuds.
This is actually pretty recent. This is from earlier this week.
Buzz.
Oh my god. Yeah, this is actually from the 3rd, so this is actually, I believe, under a week old.
Okay, if this was dust, the spider web would be collecting it, and the spider web would be full of dust right now. But as you
Yes.
can see, the spider web is not.
It's not going into the spider web, you fucking dumbass.
What spider web am I
Yeah.
looking at?
Yeah, I don't see
where
any
the
spider web.
Oh, okay. I
Is it
see.
this?
If you look at the very top right corner or top left corner, right? Oh, no. Go back. Right where that pylon is. No.
Pylon. I'm
Okay, not that pylon. The other one next to it.
You know that a
That one
pylon
go
is a
all the way
traffic
up.
cone, right?
all the way up. Oh, over here?
And then go a little bit left.
Oh.
You see that line?
Yeah.
Okay.
Why
Now,
did you call that piece of wood a pylon? That's not a
A
pylon.
pylon.
That's a pole.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's a
That-
pole.
that-
A
that is
pylon is a traffic
specific-
cone.
You must construct
Not
additional
necessarily.
No.
but
Okay,
I
somebody
can-
look up the difference between a pylon and a pole. Anyway,
So yeah, there
So-
might be
I don't have
a
a
web
pylon.
there. There might be a
Now,
there's-
so-
About 6 feet.
so there's that web, right?
yeah.
Right? Okay. Now, that web takes up about maybe 0.001% of the frame.
Yeah. It's
The rest
so
of it is
fucking
open.
small.
Okay, so if you want the difference between a pylon and a pole, right?
No, we're not having this discussion, all right? Like, Jesus Christ.
Are we gonna?
Oh
Are
my
we-
God, this is the
are we
new
gonna
Thins
pole
versus
dance?
Fiends.
I will die on this hill.
Also,
It's
that's-
pylons versus poles.
I
Like,
have died on stupider hills.
That's
Hang on.
Like
that's
Hill
not a
239.
Hang on,
That's a pole.
I'm gonna end this definitively. That is a dead riser pole, and that thing reaching down into the ground is called a guy wire.
a guy wire.
Yeah, it's a guy
It is.
wire.
Is
Yeah.
it a
Wait,
wire that
hold
a guy walks
on.
on?
Okay, hold on.
It's a
So-
wire that guys.
All right. So the
Yeah.
guy wire, it makes sure that the pole is straight because sometimes the earth like moves and the pole isn't totally straight, so it keeps
Yeah.
it straight up. And like that's not even a spider web; it's a guy wire.
Yeah.
That's a cable that's fucking what
Anchored
Oh.
to the
50
ground.
feet away
Yeah.
from the
Yeah.
goddamn-
All right. Yeah.
There's
yeah.
no spider web. If you
He's
had
full of
like an
shit.
orb web, fun fact, orb webs are still like 90% open.
Like if he's wondering why the spider web doesn't catch anything. It's because it's a fucking guy wire. You blind and
He's
deaf.
barely said anything, and we're still tearing into it. I love it. Like,
God, what a fucking
Because
idiot.
it's not dust.
It is.
Spider
It
webs are
looks-
sticky, folks. If it was dust, that spider web would be full of it right about now.
I mean,
Yeah,
it
that-
might
that
be
look-
if it
that
was a
look-
spider web.
yeah, maybe if there was one there. Yeah.
Why? Because
That
it's
looks
not
like cottonwood
Not
fluff,
at all.
actually.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it-
yeah.
it's-
It's
Yeah.
a little too lumpy to be just hollow.
Vaughn's a little too lumpy.
Now, I don't
Vaughn is a
know.
lump.
Yeah.
Like I am allergic to the cottonwood fluffs that come by. Like the fibers get in my eyes and it pops off my face. I don't know about down south how it goes, but those things come in like May and June. It's fucking September. I don't know when this video
No,
is.
There are some trees and some flowers that flower in the fall.
No,
You,
this
you
video
get
is just a
usually
week.
get a spike in spring and early summer, then you
Yeah.
get a big spike in early fall.
Yeah, no, it depends on the type of fucking tree.
So
Yeah.
this is the opportunity to clarify. No,
Also,
these are
like
orbs.
he's
They're not
he's talking about a spider web in like the first image, but even if there were a spider web there, even if like dust or something were flying into it, it's a covered area. Not that much shit's going to fly into it in a covered area.
That's probably not even a
Yeah.
place where a spider would fucking set up a web, honestly.
Yeah.
No.
Well, typically that's
No,
where
an
a
orb
spider
web
would. Yeah.
they usually do like between trees.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Well,
like orb spiders, they do like giant ones between trees. Smaller spiders, they choose like upper corners away from everything. They wouldn't just do it like
Yeah.
right in the middle of something.
They want a little bit more real estate, some more traffic,
Yeah.
So, yeah, I get you.
And notice that he's focused on cam 3, whereas cam 6 is just completely overblown with all of these.
Yeah.
orbs.
Yeah, these
Yeah.
orbs. Maybe if you looked at
Orbs.
that closely, you'd see what they actually fucking are.
Yeah.
or anything else. And it sure as hell ain't snow. It's 70 degrees outside. Even though
He
it's
thinks it's. He's trying to say it's sno.
dark
What?
outside. 70 degrees. 70.
I mean, if
Fahrenheit,
those
70 degrees
hang
Fahrenheit.
on, if Vaughn thinks those are orbs and orbs are supposedly spirits, why can't he find a fucking soul?
Yeah, he's a soulless, gumless idiot. Weren't these
It's-
outside his original fucking trailer too? So like, what's the theory here?
His soul's right next to those hard drives in Lake Alice.
Yeah.
But anyways, but yeah, it's obviously that's not dust because that spider web there, that brand new spider web, would be full of dust if it was dust.
No.
And
Don't see
so
what you're
that
talking
ends
about,
the
mate.
debate, okay? Because
That
somebody
that ends the debate. How does that end
saying,
it?
oh, it's dust, it's dust. Well, okay, why isn't the spider web collecting it?
What
What?
spider web?
Oh, I
what's
think
the
he's
big-
talking about Cam 2
Cam 2.
down in the very corner.
Oh, that.
Uh,
Oh, this.
Because it's not
Oh,
dust.
that.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I
No,
finally.
no. What is that? That's not a spider web. What spider makes that?
They're orbs.
That looks to be like an awning of some sort.
Yeah.
I don't know why
I guess that
they
could be-
chose to come
It
around.
looks. I don't know. I've never seen a spider web up that close, so I
Yeah,
wouldn't
no,
know.
that's not a spider web.
For whatever
One
reason.
of-
doesn't look like
One of
one.
my
So,
one of my guilty pleasures
simple.
is watching
Here's
Sorry.
is
go ahead.
watching Ghost Adventures. I love Ghost Adventures. I know most of it's fake, but when they talk about like orbs or something, they're like, "Oh, we know that it's just a piece of dust, or it's a bug because it has this certain outline or whatever." There has never been a Ghost Adventures video where they've had like a shitload of just dust flying by,
Yeah.
and they filmed it. Like, no, dude. First of all, Vaughn, the gods hate you, and you killed your mom. Second of all,
He's reaching less than Ghost Adventures. That's a
It's
big
dumb.
fucking
Yeah.
insane
Yeah.
fucking way to put it. Like,
yeah, if you're reaching farther than Ghost Adventures, come on,
Yeah.
man. You had one dude leave because he was just like, I can't deal with this shit.
yeah, Phoenix. After this, we're gonna check out some of the timestamps from that.
Yep.
That
Oh,
debate.
yes.
absolute
yes.
proof that no, it is not dust, or that spider web down there would be full of dust right now.
I
And it's
mean,
not.
the space between your
That
ears,
is
Vaughn, is
great.
full of dust.
Sorry,
Yeah.
it's not dust. It is orbs.
Giving a lot of credit to that
And,
space.
Yep.
I don't claim to know
It's free real
the
estate.
full ramifications of
It could be
why-
full of slugs. We don't know.
I was just about to suggest maybe the slugs can move in there. Like,
Look,
Yep.
man, it can't be full of slugs. They got some cleaning to do.
Oh, no shit. Yeah, they're going to get all that dust out there.
yeah, they're the hardest workers in that trailer.
I'm wondering- But anyway, I saw this as the opportunity to clarify what these are, because it's obviously not dust, or the spider web would be chock full of it, and it's not.
He doesn't even come out and specifically say that they're spirits in this video or anything. He just says, "Yeah, they're orbs." Like, okay, like they are
Orbs of
spherical. I
what?
won't disagree
Well,
with that.
hey, everybody knows what orbs means, and it's not the little fucking Orbeez things. They're spirits, man.
They're spirits.
Dude, they're totally spirits, man.
Can you open that for just one more second? Just if
Yeah.
you still have it up.
Yeah, I mean, I closed it, but if any frame will do, then I can bring it up.
No.
real quick.
Don't worry about it, because I don't know. Anybody can look back, and if you notice the border around, because he's filming his monitor. If you look at the border around his monitor, he didn't take the little plastic thing off.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, he didn't.
He did.
Yeah.
It's still chilling on there.
What a fucking rube.
He's trying to maybe he thinks he'll invalidate his warranty or some shit like that.
What warranty?
All right, fair. Well, I mean, this is probably something his mother got,
Well,
Yeah.
we know he's got the fingernails to get hold of that shit and peel it off.
Oh,
Oh
I
god.
don't know, they may be too long at this point. He may
I
not be
don't
able
know.
to get a grip.
ASMR by the Vaughn.
well,
Ugh.
if his hands are busy cracking eggs, he could just peel it apart with his toes.
All right. All right, stop. I don't like that you gave me a visual of that. Okay, you know what? You're banned.
Beyond timeout.
You're banned. No, I don't ever want to see
Here
you on
comes
this
old
show ever
Taki
again.
Toes.
All right,
Trim
we got-
them, bitches.
I do want to say we got 20 people watching right now. Guys, if
Yeah.
you like this shit, drop a fucking like. And also, if you can help out with the shit that we've been talking about rather
Yes.
frequently for Mango, it's a really big, important thing that we would
Yeah.
appreciate your help with.
Yeah,
So,
greatly
Her child
appreciated.
needs seizure medication, and it's really important. It's
Yeah,
going
the
towards
state sure ain't gonna
medication
help.
for-
Yeah.
It's welcome to America. We're
Yep.
in, we don't have the NHS here, so it's up to
Yeah.
us. instead of it being up to us to have universal health care.
Even the people who do have the AHS are trying to get rid of it for some reason. So I don't know what's going on.
Yeah,
there.
I don't get that. Like, again, I will always say this. I do not understand why the Medicaid system decided to switch to having privatized insurance companies run it for each of the states.
Because
Like, that makes no fucking sense to me, and that just opens the door for more people to get their medications denied for no goddamn reason, even though we have CT scans, MRIs. I have proof of him having seizures, and someone witnessed it the other day. Like,
What more do you
an
need?
actual thing.
Yeah.
Like,
because
dude,
insurance companies backed dump truck loads of cash up to Congress and said, hey, we're not making enough money. Let us be the middlemen in the Medicaid system, turn huge profits, and fuck the rest of you people.
It was one of the biggest fucking scams in recent history.
And all of the people that are telling you that we don't need universal health care have universal health care.
Yeah, like, he is already nonverbal autistic. He's already disabled in that way. Like, do y'all really want to make his life more difficult by, like, not letting him have his seizure meds? Like, what the fuck? He's missing a chunk of his right frontal lobe. Like, what?
Let him live his fucking life. Let him be a fucking kid and do kid things and like throw a stick at a wall or
can't have the government take care of his
citizens
citizens.
or something.
Because the kid will grow up to be a socialist or some shit. Fuck him off.
He's gonna turn the frogs gay.
All right,
turn the friggin' frogs gay.
So yeah, if you guys can help out, it's much appreciated.
Yeah.
Y'all don't understand. He's a Gen Alpha kid. He's already a honey badger kid. He does not give a fuck about you or your shit. If he thinks you're wrong and he doesn't fucking like you, he'll let you know.
A honey badger kid.
Yeah.
Gen Alpha, they're little honey badgers. Yeah,
They're
they don't
alphas.
take no shit.
He don't give a
They're
fuck.
true alphas, aren't they? Damn. All right. Well, let's take a look at this shit. So yeah, there was a debate between Dave and Phoenix, and me and Hyun watched through it, and it was really entertaining for all the wrong reasons.
Eye-opening for multiple reasons.
Yep, it sure was. And this first timestamp I have right here is just called Dave repeatedly interrupts Phoenix, which I could have called any one of these timestamps that, but it's really egregious here, and I want to talk about it. So let's take a look.
All right. Gird your loins.
Yeah.
Loins are
Explain to me
girded.
how your argument doesn't require a bit of faith.
Okay. Regarding poor people in the United States, comparatively living like kings, queens, what have you, compared to other people in impoverished nations, other impoverished people in other countries, that's debatable. That might have something to do with the fact that the United States.
That is not debatable.
Can I finish my?
So yeah, Phoenix right there. They try to make a point, and Dave doesn't even let them finish their fucking sentence.
Yeah.
Like. Yeah. They were about to like follow up with like what I assume was like maybe an actual statistic or at least some form of supporting evidence, something that Dave is unfamiliar with because he just makes up statistics right on the spot.
Yeah.
I think he even gets called out on that partway through this debate.
Yeah.
He's a 1350 kind of dude, so you go with that.
What's up, the Dude Brothers?
Hey,
I love that
long
username.
time no see.
Yeah, I love that username. The Dude Brothers. That's fucking awesome.
My point.
You finished your point.
No, I didn't.
No, they didn't. You literally just fucking interrupted the sentence.
Fucking Dave.
Excuse you.
Well, Dave's used to finishing suddenly.
I don't know. Can he even find it? We tried to find the bulge on the Unchained Maidens, and that didn't work.
That was one of the most Unchained Maidens moments ever.
One's in the chat if you think Dave pees on his own balls.
What are you doing with my live chat?
We're playing a fun game.
Yeah, we're playing a fun game.
It's
Welcome to
everyone's
the
favorite
internet.
game.
And I won't cut you off. Make a single point and make it quick.
Look, it's not my fault you can't follow multiple points.
And it's not my fault you take 20 fucking years to make your point.
It's a standard woman thing.
Yeah, he tries to claim
Yeah.
it's a woman thing. Yeah.
Yeah, a
This is
woman.
another tactic of women. They like to make.
Yeah. There it
So
is.
so Dave. Okay, so Dave has said in the past, "Oh, I don't generalize women." Wrong.
I think he actually says that in this debate. I'm not sure if that's exactly where he
Look.
said it, but he's made that point before.
Yeah, he has.
I
This
don't
is just a
generalize people like
dilemma.
all the rest of you fuckers do.
Look, this is just another wily woman moment purely because Phoenix happens to be femme presenting and Dave does not understand anything about gender.
He has no idea of how the nuance works in that shit. Yeah, and he's completely unwilling to. The only time that he'll respect someone's pronouns is if he's being weird and fucking sexual with them. I've noticed that. Like if he gets drunk and he
That's
starts getting weird and
true.
sexual.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean
Yeah.
that's the only time he ever does it with anyone I've noticed.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm not done making my point. Yes, you are. You've already made a point.
You think you
I'm
just
sorry, what were you gonna say, Liz?
I was just gonna say I was just talking to myself, like talk over the mic, not into it.
Yeah, not
Over
into
the
it.
mic.
people speak in 5-second sound bites because that's all you have. All you can understand.
No, that's
And I'm
how
sorry,
men.
that's not-
That's how men communicate.
Yeah, Phoenix,
Excuse me.
that's how men
Vic, fucking
Yeah.
excuse me, Dave.
Hey, Dave,
5-second
Dave,
sound
don't
bites.
be letting out our secrets, man. It's like teaching them the secret handshake. Can't do that.
Not smart men, not men with some
No.
education.
Very smart men and men with education. We get to the fucking point. Hurry up and get to your.
I don't think that every point that everyone makes has
Yeah.
to fit within one sentence.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I think you can at least get a couple sentences in there, which Phoenix was not even allowed to have a couple sentences before Dave interrupted them. It's not like they went on this long, bloviated fucking rant. I could maybe understand then, but like, that's not what happened.
What does Dave know about educated men?
Yeah, that's a good point.
He's literally neither of
Already
these
made
things.
one.
Oh man. Oh.
I don't think I did. Because you cut me into the middle of my. Anyway, Lord have mercy. I'm.
All right. Well, yeah.
She's laughing as hard as we are.
Yeah. Oh man, we can take a look at the next timestamp because, like, I mean, Phoenix's response was just like, "I'm dumbfounded by what just happened. Let's move on." So that's what we're gonna do as well. On to the next timestamp. I call this Dave becomes a cuck to capitalism.
Now hold on before you start this.
Yes.
Oh, I was about to say, what the fuck was up with that recommended in the last one with the Ash and Pikachu? I noticed that.
Oh, what?
No, in the last
Oh, this one?
timestamp. Yeah.
Oh, that.
Hey
What
man,
have you
like,
been watching?
what?
Don't ask about it. I'm a
Do y'all
fuck.
really
Alright,
want to
alright,
know
okay.
about Anna's internet history? Like, y'all are going down a dangerous
Like,
fucking road.
I
Judy
never
Hop.
confessed to the murder.
Look, if it,
Oh my god. I was just gonna say because Phoenix is in the chat saying, you know, was
Oh, yeah,
also
no.
a little high, so the responses won't be.
they gave that disclaimer at the start
Yeah,
and multiple times
Yeah.
throughout the debate. Like, yeah,
Yeah.
I get that.
But yeah,
How
don't
else
worry,
are you gonna deal with Dave?
You trounced Dave.
Yeah,
I mean, I dealt with Dave fucking wired out of my gourd last time, so
you could have shown up to the fucking debate asleep and you would have beat Dave. So don't. worry.
oh yeah, I could have.
Could have just not shown up and you would have beat Dave.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess.
I have to ask, do you put all your value in your ability to work a job that would replace you if you keeled over and died the next day?
It's
What
the
the
fact that Dave is playing that music that makes it even better.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, wait, I thought that was
Dave.
Anna.
No,
Oh,
no.
Dave.
that
was
music
Dave.
himself.
Dave
He
thinks he's
played it
being
as
funny
he-
by doing it, but
No, here's the thing. It's funny for a completely different reason because
Oh my god.
Phoenix just asked him a very specific question that, like, if he were to answer it, would be really sad because he'd probably be like, yeah.
Yeah.
Because that's all he seems to do anytime he ever fucking talks. And then he played that music instead.
You know what the fucking sad thing is, though, is like he does this multiple times, and this really annoyed me and Heon because he does this like 5 fucking times throughout the stream. I counted.
No,
I believe
remember,
it's 4 or 5 times.
I was
It
with
was at
y'all
least
for a
3
while when we
times.
were watching it, and I was like, I thought that like some tab on my phone was playing background music.
Yeah, you
But
thought
no,
it was
it's
an
fucking
issue like,
Dave.
in the background or some shit. Yeah, no, it was just Dave only having one joke throughout this entire live stream. And the worst part is like, Phoenix, I do not believe, could hear this fucking music in the background because every time that Phoenix fucking reacts, it's like, why are you not saying anything? So yeah, it's only a joke that's only fucking funny to Dave, and it's a joke that he keeps making like non-fucking stop, and it gets worse and worse
Okay.
every time.
But
To be fair, it
this
wasn't
clip
funny
though
to Dave.
specifically,
Yes, it is
This-
funny in this clip. Yes, I get it.
this specific clip was fucking great. Can you take it back just a little bit?
All right,
Just a wee pigeon. Yeah.
A job that would replace you. Yes. Do you put all your value in your ability to work a job that would replace you if you killed over and died the next day?
He's thinking about the truth that his answer is yes.
Yeah.
Looking down,
He has-
looking forlorn.
He has this. He has this. Yeah, it's a kind of forlorn, lugubrious look. Like, oh, I'm suddenly really sad now.
He looks so
Okay.
sad. Yeah,
Can-
I'm so glad you caught that, Mango. Like,
just imagine this. Once the music starts playing, just a zoom in on Dave.
I'm gonna do that. I am going to edit that for like.
Do it.
That would
Fucking do it.
Hello, Dead Silence.
Yeah, the question about the silence. He's just looking forlorn.
Anything else?
Wait, he doesn't even respond to it.
No, he
He's
has
just like
anything else.
anything else. Like, wow.
Because
he knows the
doesn't-
truth. He knows
Yeah.
the truth. Oh, man.
Dave, okay. Look, I've said this a million times. If you're going to be, if you're the strongest quality any leader can have is the ability to say, I am wrong.
Exactly.
And if you want to be a man like you purport to be, you have to be able to not only
Back up,
lead, but just be able to just say, hey, I'm wrong.
You gotta fucking sack up, Dave.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, really?
Yeah, sack up so you don't pee on your balls again.
Fucking
Yeah.
gather up your balls and, have some brains too.
Why do you think why don't you answer my question?
You mean, do I care that I can actually put food on my fucking table? Yes.
That's
I
not
do.
what you were asked, you fat
No.
fuck. Like, that's not what you were asked
fucking
at all.
Deflect as hard as possible. This man is a literal deflector dish.
You know, I wouldn't make fun of fucking Dave's hairline and his weight and all this shit if he didn't constantly make fucking jabs at other people for their
Yeah.
fucking weight. Like, the fact that he judges others for being overweight while looking like he does, he's completely open for fucking this type of shit, in my opinion. It's ridiculous.
Hey,
You know what's funny?
us fat bald guys are entitled to pick on everybody, especially other fat bald guys.
Oh, yeah.
You know what's funny about what Anna just said?
What?
I literally had the same conversation with Mango earlier.
Yeah. It's like, look, if you're overweight, no hate to you, but don't make fun of other people for being overweight, you fucking dick. like, come on.
Do more than 0 push-ups.
Yeah, exactly.
Do a push-up correctly, then we'll
Yeah.
fucking
A
talk.
singular
you know?
push-up, and then we'll talk. Yeah. God damn it.
Like don't do the granny push-ups.
The granny push-ups. Honestly, so what was worse though? Like, honestly, Lizard, his push-ups or Howard Bloom push-up?
His.
His?
Honestly, Howard Bloom just didn't know what he was doing.
True.
Dave was actually trying. That's
Oh
the
yeah,
problem.
I like how that's the worst part is that Dave was actually trying.
He
Like,
thought he was like Howard Bloom was just like
I don't know what he
having
was
a
doing, but he was.
having like the typical ER TV seizure on the floor.
Oh my god!
Like this, like doing this shit. But Dave actually tried, and all he did was put his gut on the ground and then tried to push up. And dude, you barely pushed up, and you were out of breath after 3.
Yeah.
3.
Dave, maybe you should I don't know, take a page out of somebody else's book here and fucking work on yourself before you start working on other people.
Exactly, yeah. Like, legitimately, the only fucking thing that I have to say is if you're going to criticize someone for something, then don't be fucking guilty of doing the exact same shit. I feel like that's a pretty good thing to go by most of the time. Figure out your own shit before you judge others, especially if it's for the exact same thing.
Do I care that, yes, I am a valued member of my company? Yeah. Do I give a shit that
you're not a valued member of society? That's for sure.
Dave,
what company? Go ahead. Sorry,
Dave. The only value you have to your company is that you bring in value for them and not for yourself.
That's the entire thing Phoenix was trying to point out, is that you're only worth your fucking labor to them and nothing else. There's no human element to it.
Dave, you are fucking disposable, just like most of the people who are working.
Yeah, you
can
exist
be
only to
out on a whim.
Just to fill a quota. That's all you fucking exist for. And that's what you're being called out for. And it's not mocking you for that. It's saying, like, why can you not recognize this hypocrisy in our society, this inherent flaw with how our system works?
Yeah.
But he's too stupid to get it.
I want to know why we're still pretending that he has a job.
Dude. We're ultimately humoring him at this rate.
Yeah.
I fucking rack my brain about this every time I watch Dave. He has I've asked him about this. What skills do you have? I've literally asked him, what skills do you have? And he just deflects. I'm talking like, do you know how to like work do you know how to work like heavy machinery? Do you know how to
do you know any trades? Like, what do you do?
Do you know a trade, IT skills? What skills do you have? I'm not talking about where you work or anything.
Yeah.
For fuck's sake, just tell us what skills you have.
Listen,
and I've never gotten any fucking response. Go ahead, sorry.
Are you forgetting the fact that like he had his certificate in broadcast stuff hanging on his wall for like 10 years of the 14 he has been in that same goddamn room? And then he worked at that grocery store in the meat department, which means he can like use a deli slicer, but he probably doesn't know how to clean it because that's a woman's job, and like he probably cut off the tip of his finger at some point.
Or dick.
Well, then look, after a long day, the deli slicer's looking a little,
Shut the fuck up.
I mean, the hole is just the right size. Like,
it's the only hole that Dave could ever get, so I guess you're right.
To them, I am nothing more than a number. No, I don't. Because also, if I do get sick.
Wait, he basically admits that he doesn't give a shit? That's really sad. I wasn't expecting him to come out and admit it. I forget that part. Honestly,
they're gonna pay for fucking everything.
No, they're not.
No, they're not.
Nope. No, they're not.
I don't know if Phoenix makes this point, but like they're gonna try and find any way to weasel out of paying you that fucking compensation that you deserve.
Dave, under this system, most corporations are not gonna fucking help you.
Yeah, they'll work you to the fucking bone and throw you away as soon as it's convenient.
They will squeeze you like a fucking tube of toothpaste, and whatever they get out of you is the best thing for them.
Yeah, you're gonna get fucking juiced, dude.
I'm not gonna lie. So I worked for Walmart for like 6 months. Worst job I've ever fucking had.
Sounds like it. Yeah,
it's exactly everything you guys just said was exactly what I went through. They will just work you to the bone, and I was just like, okay, well, I'm just gonna work from the time I'm supposed to until the time I'm not supposed to, and then that's it. You can go fuck yourselves. And I got let go for subpar performance.
absolutely fucking insane. Yeah, they'll
I was just
like
like,
I
okay.
said, because like
I've never been happier in my life. I could never fucking work that fucking job ever again.
they'll get all their use out of you and then just throw you fucking away like a discarded carcass.
There's 10 million other fucking dipshits that are gonna come in and fucking, it's a good paying job. It's really not. It's not worth it.
Not worth
it's really not
ruining
worth
your
it.
psychology. Like Phoenix gives an example here. I decided to quit my last retail job because it got to the point that I was contemplating not good things. So yeah, I understand that. Like when you're put into that fucking position, like it's so dehumanizing, some of these fucking roles that they put you in.
Yep.
Yeah, and I've been worked to the fucking bone.
Same. Oh, I'm sure.
But I've actually been compensated for the time that I put in, and it was rewarding work. And the work that I do now is like rewarding work, even though I get work to the fucking bone. But I get something out of it at the end of the day. I'd rather be exhausted because I put something into something being built as opposed to just getting a paycheck.
Okay. To be honest, like, Lizard and I, we've been friends for like 2.5 years now. Getting close to 3 years. I would rather him complain to me on the phone on his way home about being exhausted than him complain about how much he fucking hates his job and the people that he works with.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it boils down to for a lot of people.
Because I did cart pushing for Sam's Club. Most thankless job I ever had. The day I quit, I got tipped $22, and I'm like, what the fuck is the point of me pushing carts? I'm not getting much out of this. $9 an hour in 2013 ain't a whole hell of a lot.
Yeah, I feel you. Like that one hit home.
Yeah, and you know what?
Holy shit.
All Dave can do is capitulate and fucking bend over and take it.
Well, yeah, because he's literally a capitalist cuck.
Anyway,
last job he had was fucking taking garbage out in the meat department.
Why are y'all talking about him bending over? He is very top heavy. He's a
yeah.
weeble wobble, but he does fall down.
All right, well, fucking enough Humpty Dumpty shit. Let's talk about another. So he started ranting about Kamala Harris, and this is a very fucking brief timestamp, but I found it really telling because the first thing that he talks about is her being a black woman and not the fact that she's like, a terrible person.
All right, get your R key readies, folks.
Yeah. By the way, we have a black woman who will undoubtedly lead us to World War III.
I don't.
If Biden does actually stroke out and dies.
So he just randomly brings that up out of nowhere. Like the reason why I timestamped this is because that was such an out-of-pocket comment.
I got a fact for you. Anytime Biden is sick and can't constitutionally carry out his duties, Kamala Harris does take over. It's called being acting president, Dave. Maybe if you fucking learned anything about your government, you might understand some shit, but you don't care to because you want to be the man in charge.
Yeah, if he wants to crawl out how the fucking position of vice president works, that's fucking fine, but he doesn't want to have that conversation. He's completely unwilling to have that conversation because it's an actual nuanced conversation that has to be had. But no, he'd rather just fucking rant about the current one in office because it's a Democrat right now. Like
he'd
rather care about Mike Pence.
He'd rather bitch and moan and whine than do anything. He's just a big whiner. He's a whiny baby.
Phoenix is absolutely correct. Dave loves the misogynoir, and it's specifically misogyny against black women.
What? I've never heard that one before.
Yes, it is a term.
All right.
I've never heard it, but I totally understand it.
Yeah.
So it's very evidenced in the way that he talks about Kamala Harris. It's very evidenced in the way that he talks about the welfare system and black women, because he believes in the stereotype of the welfare queen when the system that welfare was built for white women, married white women, by white men and women. Primarily, single and married white men. But he takes all of these tropes of the black woman and projects it into everything that he does whenever Phoenix is around, whenever he's watching news stories that happen to be about people of color.
Yeah,
And-
no, he goes into that hyperanalyzation and tries to look for any reason to like assume the worst about a demographic he doesn't like. That's why he always uses that term ratchet.
Yeah,
he always uses
yeah.
that fucking shit. And I think Phoenix has called him out on that shit multiple fucking times because he never used it to describe a white woman. He only
Dave
pulls
using
that
the
out.
term. Dave using the term ratchet feels like me using the term Riz.
Yeah, except it's even worse because Dave's fucking pale as a banshee. Like,
Hey, look, I'm 97% Northwestern European, and I'm 33 years old.
still less white than Dave.
Fair enough.
True.
Also, I
don't like.
I don't need a beard to compensate for anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the truth.
I mean, she's
Well, good. So we should have Trump
He's
back
got-
then.
What? How does he get that from that?
Because he thinks in black and white terms.
Yeah,
like
he doesn't
A
end
or
up
B.
realizing-
Hold on, you gotta be a
not
little. You
nearly.
gotta add a little nuance to that one.
Yeah, maybe not the
You
best
know.
choice of words.
Well, you all know what I mean.
Pun intended.
Yeah, you're right. He does really think in very Caucasian and African American terms most of the time.
God damn
it.
Probably a little too on the nose.
And you know this.
Oh well, who should we have in the office then?
I mean, like I said,
He doesn't even entertain the idea of anybody being in office who isn't fucking Biden or Trump.
Yeah.
I don't really like the whole way the electoral system works. It's bullshit. The Democrats are bullshit. The Republicans are bullshit. It's all bullshit.
Who would you have in there?
I mean, I like I said, I don't believe in the system of government.
Most people are kind of at a fucking loss as to like who should lead the country at this point. It's
He's
a very
so hung up on it has to be a person that I know that leads.
Yeah,
And
it
it's
can't be
you
like-
can't envision anybody going like, fuck this system. I don't care. It's the
Exactly.
same shit at the top.
No, he can't perceive anything other than like the very narrow fucking view that he's been fucking spoon fed. That's the only thing that he can think about.
Yeah.
Not-
Like this.
Go ahead.
Who would you have in there then? Who would be the president of these United States?
What? Am I speaking a foreign language? I do not believe that this system of government is helpful to anybody. So
we just have no president, we have no government, and
I mean, I
you're
can't get thrown
expecting to
under the-
get your fucking social security check.
I feel like Dave is trying to like have a completely different conversation with them right now.
You don't need a president to get a social security check. In fact, serious consideration was given at the Constitutional Convention in 1789 to not having a president at all.
Yeah. That is true, yeah.
I never knew that. That's very interesting.
Yeah,
We should
because
talk
they
about
were concerned that it would get to the point where we are, and it could become the beginnings of a monarchy.
Yeah, I remember distinctly seeing that during one of the Trump rallies. They were saying like they were saying like 8 more years or some fucking bullshit. They were basically implying that he should basically be president for life.
Yeah.
And
those, ridiculous.
Those same people will condemn, other countries for having a president for like 30 years.
Yeah,
Like,
or
that's
having a monarch.
ridiculous.
Yeah.
They'll call out like constitutional monarchs. What they basically want is like someone with even more power than that.
They don't want just a monarch. They want an absolute monarch.
Yeah, they want a dictator.
Yeah,
exactly.
That's effectively the same thing.
Yeah.
Just one wears a robe and the other one doesn't need one.
Wears a suit. Yeah, exactly.
Yes,
or wears his
I
pants
was
up
there.
to his nipples.
I was there,
I'd
Mango,
vote for
and
that guy.
I finally talked him into having a president. Kind of regretting it now, but because you got to have one guy in charge when there's a crisis, commander in chief, that sort of shit.
Yeah, I get that.
Of course. Mud, why haven't you run for president yet? I mean, you're way over the age limit.
Yeah, cast your vote for cast iron.
Fuck
Yes.
Yeah.
Because I don't want the job. I'd have to put up with everybody. And they expect me to solve the problems of their pathetic little lives.
Oh, you're just
It's the same reason I haven't started my own cult, because I'd have to put up with the kind of people that would follow me.
Oh,
Damn,
that's
that's awesome.
true.
you're stealing the words out of George Washington's mouth, just like you stole his teeth out of his mouth when you were
Still, hey, I still got them. They work good.
Mud uses them every day.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Fetch me my Washington teeth.
Oh man,
It's time to get presidential up in this bitch.
It's a special occasion.
man, teeth by the Vaughn.
Oh my god.
See, Dave, this is what it's like having friends.
Yeah,
Yeah.
dude, Dave could never have this, like what we have, like a group of like
Dave-
4 friends who are close enough to do this shit regularly. Like,
The idea of camaraderie and rapport to Dave is absolutely alien to him.
Did you say report?
Rapport.
Rapport.
Whatever.
Look,
I still spell maneuver with an O.
Dave is very
right,
much
I'm-
like all of the other cows.
Second Amendment.
don't Second Amendment me.
All of
Hey,
all
27th
of
Amendment.
Dave's relationships are transactional.
I'm not
Like,
I only got
look
past
at
the third.
look at Bill Hicks. Bill Hicks has paid for the attention that he gets, which is why he has mod status. And then you've got people like Power Falcon who constantly like lick his ass for no reason, even though we know that like Dave would never support him at all.
Yeah. And we know that because he told him to sit down and shut the fuck up. And oh, that silence. That silence was not only deafening, but it was so golden.
Speaks a million words, doesn't it? Though?
It was like a gut punch.
It was like a gunt punch.
Oh shit.
Dude, just
Phoenix, I care about you probably more than any of them.
This is a really weird part.
Oh my god, no. Wait, take it back a little so that way everyone can hear the full context of that bit of
All right, yeah, this
conversation.
is very important. This is the creepiest
All
Dave
right.
gets in the entire
Time
debate.
to shut my gums.
And Phoenix, if you have any thoughts on this, put your thoughts in the chat. We'll talk about it a little bit. Also, we gotta have you on here sometime. Let me know where the best place for me to reach out to you to like get a time figured out. I think I sent you like a request on Instagram, or you just so let me know where to reach you. Let me know where to reach you.
life it's sad.
Why is Fit sad? Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, I
Is it
thought.
because of Dave?
Oh, we cool. Wait, did you make a joke or something? What happened? What happened? I'm missing the context.
I didn't make any jokes.
Did I make a joke? I don't know.
No. Have you guys heard of someone named Draven?
Yep.
Yes, I have.
I know Draven fairly well.
Yeah, he asked me for a couple of thumbnails once. I remember that.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah,
Let's not get into that.
It wasn't included in the friends thing, so she pulled a Draven. As we cool.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Oh, now
my
I get it.
God.
Now I get it. Look, Fit, you'll be included on here again when you're able to be on here again. But you're great. Look, if you're in the fucking group chat, then you're part of fucking you're part of the crew. Like
Once you've served your probationary period, you'll be allowed back on.
Yeah.
We always scoot over in the booth when Bit shows up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
We promised we wouldn't mention publicly why, but you know what you did.
Although this bitch, I swear to God, never mind. I'm not gonna get into it.
And I hope everything's going
Kidding.
good, Fit. Like, I really can't wait to have you back on here whenever you're ready to come back.
Yes.
What do you really have in your life? What do you? How often do your friends come around?
I mean, I go to their places. Like my one of my closest friends lives in DC. He's also disabled, and we just
Exactly. You come around to their place.
How is that a bad thing? Like, what's wrong with one person being the one that goes to visit the other person? Sometimes it's more convenient.
Here's my thing. How dare Phoenix who explain that their friend in DC has a difficult time leaving their apartment. How dare Phoenix take the time to them and meet them where they're at in terms of their disability?
I wasn't even thinking about like
How dare
the whole they're disabled
Yeah.
part, but yeah, like even under a normal circumstance, like what's the issue with that? Like for some people, it's more convenient for them to head out. Like with how infrastructure works in this country, you can't exactly just take a train. So for a lot of people, it depends on like where's your closest airport, shit like that.
But I'm pretty sure all of us aren't in the same room, but I would consider all of you guys my friends.
Exactly, we don't have to meet in person to fucking
like,
consider
isn't
ourselves
that
friends.
part of why the like StreamYards and the internet exists, so that we can just like be friends in different areas?
Like
I'm not gonna go. I can't go hang out with a Slim Cyborg because he's fucking 10,000 miles away. Well, he's like a few thousand miles away, but like, I still want to hang out with him. He's welcome to brunch. All of you are welcome to brunch. We can still hang out. Like, y'all are.
Dave doesn't consider those real friends, though. Like, people you meet online.
He is very granular about what friends are to him and what they should do.
No, he's just really picky about it because he has no friends and he wants to like.
Thinks about he thinks about a lot of things in a transactional way. Like, you do this, I'll do that.
Exactly.
Like when challenged on, hey, why don't you just give up alcohol for 6 months? He goes, well, what's in it for me? Oh, if you give me $10,000, I'll stop for 6 months.
Oh yeah.
I wish there was a rich person, like a billionaire, that was just like, okay, I'll do it. Gave him 10 grand, then charged him back.
Yeah.
As soon as he fucking. But
I would do the opposite. I'd give you 20 grand to spend the next 6 months chugging down a 175 a gas station vodka every day.
Now that I'd pay for. Right now we're
honestly,
talking about Dave's debate with Phoenix Frederick.
Yep.
Get you a jug of Kharkov or Phillips or something like that.
Oh God, stop.
Oh, see, you guys. Has anybody here had the military special?
No.
Good. It's basically like, when you were in high school and you had to clean up after a party and you got the wounded soldier bucket and you just dumped everything in there, and then you threw that out and you
kind
threw
of
out
like a
the
mystery
cans.
shot then.
Yeah, don't get.
Yeah, all right.
There's a reason it's like tucked into the corner and not. No.
Oh no! You want some real fun at a bar? If they have all the bottles lined up on the back bar, you play ring toss. You make yourself a ring out of straws and you toss it at the bottles. Whatever bottles you ring, you dump a shot of each together, put her down.
And that's how the Long Island iced tea was made.
Probably.
The first bar I ever worked at, they were like, oh, hey, so you want to be part of the family here? Great. At the end of the shift, they took the mat and they dumped it into a shot glass.
Yeah, that's the mystery shot.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's all continue to watch this debate.
Yeah, let's not get too far in the weeds.
Yeah, it's getting way too fruity.
Holy fucking shit! That's
harder for him to get out of his apartment.
Yeah, it was terrible.
That's the point. They don't care about you.
Did you hear that?
Like, why did he say it just so matter-of-factly? Your family, your friends, they don't care about you.
And
projection, Dave?
Phoenix pointed out the same thing you did, that it's like difficult for their friend to get around, so they go and fucking see them instead. And then like Dave's like, no, they just don't give a shit about you. Like, what?
Yeah,
Your parents were disappointed in you.
Like, why? Yeah.
Such a disappointment.
Get out of his.
He's projecting again. Yeah.
But here's the thing, Dave's reply smacks of like recruitment very narrowly. Like,
yeah,
they don't care about you, but I do.
Yeah, that's the entire point he's trying to make.
Yeah.
Apartment.
See, the way I see it is, Dave has no support system, and that's really sad. Like, as much as I want to be like, hey man, like if Dave were, you know, on the S train, I'd be like, hey man, don't do it. It's worth it. I'll talk to you. You know, I'll hang out with you. Whatever.
Oh yeah,
you
me
know,
too. Obviously,
you know,
like yeah.
like, but he has nobody in his life. He has no friends. He has no family. He's a 42-year-old man that has nobody that he can just like call up.
Yeah.
Like you guys, if like Heon, if randomly I went on Discord and I was like, hey man, do you want to talk? Like,
Yeah.
can you talk right now? You'd be like, oh shit, something's going on. Dave doesn't have anybody like that.
Yeah.
If he went to one of his mods and he was like, hey man, do you want to talk right now? They'd be like, fuck you want to talk about? It's like, get the fuck out of here.
Sorry,
Like,
dude, I'm busy. Tough luck.
I'm
That
busy.
kind of
Yeah. Get the fuck out of here.
Exactly.
You got to admit though, if Dave called the hotline, told him his story, the guy on the other end would probably say, "Yeah, fuck, you're right."
Wow.
I think everyone here is forgetting about the fact that every Halloween he gets to go eat chili with his mom and his nibbling.
Yeah, let's not talk about that chili.
Yeah, and
that chili is a fucking disgrace.
Also, it's got corn in it.
That's probably why Dave makes it.
They don't care about you.
You are so ridiculous.
If anything, Phoenix, I care about you probably more than any of them.
That is so fucked up and manipulative.
That is.
Mango
that
pointed
is-
out to me how manipulative and fucked up that really is. Because I
That's-
just
yeah.
saw that as silly and stupid at first, but it really is fucked up, like to do that and say that to somebody.
Yeah.
Like manipulative people are kind of like intelligent and they know how to, you know, manipulate people. Dave is just like overtly manipulative and he doesn't understand that, you know, even like the dumbest person can be like, yeah, you're gonna take advantage of me. I'm gonna go to that guy
Yeah,
and
exactly.
talk to him, and that person's just like, hey, would you like to join my cult? And they're like, okay, cool. And then they have, you know, some robe and they eat leaves or some shit. I
He's
don't
got
know
that
what
indoctrination
cults do.
ideology in him. You
Yeah.
know, it's that
Yeah.
grifter mindset that he's been inheriting since the Gamergate days.
But he's so bad at it.
He's so bad at it. Yeah. Well, clearly it worked for him like once because he got that video with all those views, but he couldn't fucking maintain the grift. He's too lazy. He's too fucking simple-minded to even capitalize on simple-minded people. It's sad.
Yeah. And I agree with Fit. Dave is just a pathetic human.
Yeah, so short and simple way to put it.
I don't know. He capitalized off of that syndrome dude. Because you got to remember, over the last like 2 years, that syndrome dude has paid him like $600 and has apparently, quote, learned how to cook from Dave's
Yeah.
cooking.
Oh my god.
Suharava syndrome.
Learning how to fucking cook
Yeah.
from Dave. Jesus
Yeah.
Christ.
Meanwhile, check out Brunch tomorrow where we tackle Dave's bad cooking.
Has he uploaded anything new on Dave's cooking show?
He's always
uploaded a bunch
premiering
of
stuff on Dave's cooking show.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
amazing.
could go look right now and you know.
Yeah,
I'll have to try and join you on Brunk tomorrow.
yeah,
Look, you got to remember what Dave does is he records like 3, 4, 5 Dave's cooking shows in one day, and then he sets them to premiere like 1 week after the other, and he does that multiple times over.
I remember
So-
one time I
Cooking
was waiting
for-
like 1 month for a video of his to premiere. I was so pissed off about it. Like, I'm not going to remember your
Oh, yeah.
fucking shit in a month.
So okay, he's got 3 in the pipeline right now.
He's got
Yep.
3 in the pipeline. No one way to put it, yeah.
So he's got 2 that were recent, the Selena Gomez fajitas and the Lonesome Road Burger.
Selena Gomez fajitas.
Oh, he's
Yes.
got 4 in the pipeline there, Heon.
Oh yeah. Okay. On 9/11, it's Freya Allen mac and cheese.
On 9/11?
Yeah, on
Yeah.
9/11.
On 9/11. Dude,
And
oh my
then
god.
Dave made what? And then Blackjack Burger, and then Drunk Slut Spaghetti.
I just thought of something hilarious.
Which is very
Yeah.
fitting considering who Dave is.
One
Yeah,
day when I
but-
have a bit more income, I know that you can like go on Dave's Patreon and commission him to make a dish. I'm gonna
Yeah,
have
it's
him
50
make like
bucks.
I'm gonna have like him make like a 9/11 burger next year or some fucking shit like that.
No, dude, you know what you need to have him make on 9/11?
What?
Falafel and hummus.
Yeah. Hey,
that's my night, folks. See you later.
Night, everybody.
That's a show.
Just remember, folks, jet fuel
us.
Jet fuel burning in open air won't melt mac and cheese.
All right, everybody.
All right. Well, can we move along?
Let's
give you tough love.
Whoa, roll that back. Roll that back.
All right.
I do love some falafel, though.
If anything, Phoenix, I care about you probably more than any of them.
That's not likely.
I'm the only one willing to give you tough love.
That's what he calls it.
Tough love.
Tough love.
You think I haven't gotten tough love from my parents? Oh yeah, they.
No,
because you're an idiot. Because you're just an idiot.
Well, you also sided with the faction that said that I was abused by my parents.
Yeah. If your parents slapped you, they abused you.
And Dave admitted that he has been fucking hit by his parents.
Yeah.
Like, look, like it or not, man, it's abuse. Like I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Like, you call it whatever you want, but it's abusive behavior and it shouldn't be encouraged or accepted. You know,
abuse comes in 1,000 different forms.
many forms. That's true. Some are more transparent and easy to identify than others.
You don't need a black eye to, recognize abuse. Like you just, you have to be. You can be malnourished. You can be dirty. You can be. Look at Vaughn's kids. They didn't have black eyes or broken arms or anything.
Still abused. Very clear.
They were still abused.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Parentification is still abuse.
Yeah. Exactly.
Someone that's like, oh man, you're crying. Don't give me a fucking reason to make you cry. Like, that's abuse.
I'll
like,
give
why
you
would
a
we-
reason to cry.
If I hear you crying, I'll give you something to really cry about.
Yeah,
that I heard a lot. That I heard a lot.
I never heard
Yeah.
that shit personally, but I know friends who have dealt with that type of shit. It's absolutely fucking ridiculous.
There's all sorts of ways for parents to abuse their children, whether the parents recognize it or not. And even if the parents don't recognize it, it's still abuse, it's still wrong, and all we can do is better ourselves. So that way we don't continue the cycle.
Yeah.
Yeah, parenting is about like teaching. You have to teach your kids to, because kids are gonna fuck up. Kids are gonna do dumb shit. They're gonna smack their head into a wall or something, and it's just like, did that hurt? Well, then don't smack your head into the wall. Do you see the wall there? Okay, well then don't smack your head into it. And I'm gonna treat your boo-boos and everything like that.
You got to provide them the tools so they don't learn everything the hard way.
Exactly. And I've been over this with Mango. Like, I'm not the best at, because I work landscaping with my brother. I'm not the best at landscaping. He's been doing it for fucking like 15 years. So I just ask questions, encourage them to ask questions and be like, oh, well, how do I do this? How do I do this? Don't do it for them. Show them how to do it and then give them the tools in order for them to be able to do it.
Yeah.
And that's the best way to, get them to be self-sufficient, because
no intelligent person claims to know it all, right? Like,
yeah. When you're a leader, you train somebody to replace you.
Exactly. Yep. No, I agree. Yeah. If you're not a fucking idiot.
Yeah. Well, and Dave didn't apparently get that.
I wanted to bring this up that Phoenix said, by the way. Black parents notoriously known. Like, Dave will ignore stereotypes if they don't suit his narrative, but if they do serve his narrative, which a lot of the time he is willing to pull them out, he uses fucking stereotypes about black people fucking constantly. Out of context, statistics, all that type of fucking shit. And
he loves that 1350.
Yeah, but as soon as it's contradictory with something that he's trying to put out at that exact moment in time, he just acts like those stereotypes don't exist. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's fucking ridiculous. Because
it's Dave.
Yeah, it's Dave. He's a really narrow-minded jerk dick.
Get therapy and work through it.
Jerk dick.
No, they didn't.
Denial and
You
cope.
can't be more offended than the supposed victim. And I say I'm not.
What?
I didn't say I was offended. I was just stating a fact.
Just because you say, "Hey, I'm not a victim," does not mean you aren't a victim of something.
Yeah.
You can think that, but it doesn't necessarily mean it's true. Not to say that someone's opinion on the matter doesn't matter at all, but you know, to say that someone can just completely dismiss that any abuse happened just because they say it doesn't. Like, you can't make up reality. I'm sorry, but you just can't like make up the reality that abuse didn't happen. It did. And you have to like accept the fact that it happened. That doesn't mean that your parents are inherently like the worst fucking people ever and that you have to fucking hate them, but like you need to accept that what happened wasn't you.
Well, your fact is wrong.
You say so.
And you can't claim more outrage than the victim.
Did I claim any outrage? I just stated a fact.
It is a fact.
Well, I kind of claim offense that you're going to call my parents abusers when I say they're not.
I didn't say that. I said that.
That's
that
oh my god.
You literally
Oh my
just
god.
said-
That's classic abuse victim mentality.
Yeah, it really is,
Yeah.
isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Like clear cut, like classic example of how that shit works.
No,
Just trying to like fiddle around the issue, basically.
They're okay. I was just in the wrong. I didn't do X properly. It's fine. You know, you don't have to do. X,
I'm
Y, or
offended that
Z
you would
to
even
them.
imply that about them. Like, Jesus fucking Christ. Yeah, this definitely proves to me that abuse occurred.
Mhm.
Because to get to this point where it's like you're not even willing to acknowledge the fact that it maybe even happened is just a complete evidence that something did happen to me.
Yeah.
Because you've already admitted that you were hit. If you didn't already admit to that shit, then nobody would know about enough to like say one way or another. But like you gave us this information willingly, voluntarily, and Phoenix has the right to draw this conclusion based on knowing that much. Because I agree with them. I think it's that simple. Like you were abused. You know, some people have. There's some worse forms of abuse than what you went through, I'm sure. But that doesn't mean it wasn't abuse.
That they were abusers.
No, I said if your parents hit you, they abused you. It doesn't
So
make them bad people.
by that notion, they are abusers.
It doesn't make them bad people. It doesn't even make them bad parents.
Yes,
People make mistakes.
no, you are literally saying they are abusers by your own line of thought.
Okay.
Uh,
I mean, what am I supposed to say to any of this? This is ridiculous.
Yeah, Dave's just trying to pull them into like circular logic and argumentation at this point. It's really fucking weird.
Dave is trying to like slide down a definition because he does kind of have a point. Like, well, technically, yeah, they're abusers, but she's trying to say that
He's
they're not bad people, but nobody knows how to parent.
Exactly.
And
yeah.
Parents are taught, like, you were taught how to parent by your parents.
Yeah.
So, like, if that, you have to break the fucking cycle at some point.
And learn how to be better. Yeah.
Yeah. And if you can learn that way through whatever means possible, then you can make yourself and your children better people. It doesn't mean taking out a fucking belt and slapping some kid across the face. It just means that, like, hey, you slammed your head into the fucking wall. Don't slam your head into the wall because it hurt, right? Like, why would you do that?
Yeah, he doesn't have that type of comprehension though to understand how that shit works. Because like he probably knows that he'll never be in that position, so he doesn't think about it, doesn't care about it, but he still pretends to know about it. You know, he thinks he's an authority. He thinks he's an authority on basically everything, and that he knows everything.
Anybody got the opening to The Pretender? Remember that show from the 90s?
Ninders?
The
Ninders?
The
Ninder.
Whoa, that sounds
Ninders. From the Niners.
Niners.
All right, we got one last.
Shut up! I went to a party. I've had a few.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fine. I got one last timestamp here. We'll talk about this this last thing here. I just labeled it Dave gets especially creepy. I don't know how he'd get more creepy than the last one, but maybe he calls himself Daddy Dave again or some shit. I guess
Oh no.
Oh God.
You know I'm right.
No.
You know Big Daddy Dave is right.
Yep, that's
I think I might throw up.
he put on that
Oh.
music and he called himself Daddy Dave.
Yeah, during the sad trombone music. Like, what the fuck?
I'll never be daddy. I will sleep with your mom and become your and become your
Daddy
new daddy.
Dave is right.
Just lay that line on Dave. I'll sleep with your mom and become your new daddy.
No.
It's
You're not
okay.
daddy.
It's okay.
You're
Can't
not
hear the
daddy.
music, dude.
Yeah, I can't hear you through the music. And then he just starts getting really infantilizing.
Oh,
Yeah, it's
God,
no
yeah.
wonder he took that broadcast
Prepare yourself.
certificate
Prepare
off the
yourself.
wall.
Yeah.
Rest your little weary head, and Daddy Dave will pat you to sleep.
What?
Yeah, you heard that.
You heard that right. Yeah.
Touch my hair, I will cut you. Anyway.
You're nowhere near a better.
I would pay to watch Phoenix.
Whoa,
cut
whoa,
you,
hang on.
allegedly in
What were you
Minecraft.
saying? What? All right.
Listen very carefully to what he says next.
Yeah, listen very carefully here.
Anyway.
You're nowhere near a better knife fighter than I am.
God.
What the fuck, brother? Oh, man.
Did he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
heard it
your,
right.
Your
yeah.
ears and eyes did not deceive you.
As they often do. No, they did not this time.
Did he say knife fighter?
Yes.
Yes, he said knife fighter. Yeah.
Okay.
Finishes it off with another beer.
Okay. So I have a small anecdote.
Alright.
So when I was in Kuwait, we had this. I went to what's called the basic leader course and BLC. We had this one dude, total fucking dweeb, and
Dave.
No, honestly, Dave is worse than this kid because this dude was just a dweeb. He wasn't a fucking complete piece of shit like Dave.
All right, fair.
But we called him the Dragon, and
oh boy,
he kept saying that he kept like 12 knives on him at any time. Mind you, there's no reason to have more than like one knife on you. And I'm a combat veteran. There's no reason to have more than one knife on you at one time. And this dude had 12 at any time.
A bit excessive.
And he just embellished everything. And we just called him out the entire time. We were just like, no, you didn't. No, you didn't. That never happened. That never happened. You're a piece of shit. And we're talking someone like skinnier than me, skinnier than I am now. And just like someone you could just like any one of us could, especially Mudbrooker, would just like wrench on his throat and pick him up onto the fucking wall. And dude, Dave, when you say things like that, it makes you sound like a fucking dweeb. Like, dude, if you came at me with a knife, I would just extend my foot and kick you in the chest. I'd Spartan kick your ass to the ground. And you could probably cut my shin. I don't know. You're like, what? He said 5'7". I'm gonna say he's like 4'11".
He's not a
like
big
fucking
daddy Dave like he makes himself out to be. That's
Oh, no. There's
Yeah,
one
like-
thing I will give Dave. He has always been honest about the fact that he is 5'7". He says that he is not a very tall man, and he's honest about it.
He doesn't have the leg strength to stand up to a Spartan kick from a fucking dipshit like me.
Yeah, he also doesn't have a moral leg to stand on either.
I mean, he often doesn't have the strength to sit
Well,
upright.
then, hell, I think we're about wrapped up here.
I mean, I wanted to talk about the whole systemic racism thing, but you kept.
Nope, we can't talk about that.
No, you're not allowed to talk about this.
Yeah, no.
There's no such thing as systemic.
This entire thing has just been like, hey, Phoenix is like, let's talk about something, and then Dave's like, nope.
We can't talk about things I'm
We're not
gonna
talking
lose at.
about that. We aren't talking about
Like,
that.
what I find great is the fact that Phoenix went in with a point. Phoenix went in with a point about systemic racism and how and why it's a thing. And Dave made 20 million other points about random shit, but yet said it was such a woman thing for Phoenix to try and just continue her 1 point. Their 1 point.
Yeah, that's
Look-
a woman thing. Only women do that.
In Dave's defense, she has a vagina.
Jesus.
I don't know. I don't know where to go with that.
Oh my God.
Not to Dave's defense.
Seriously.
Yeah,
No. I'm not defending Dave. I was just making a joke. Fuck that guy.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. I've got something very political for you guys.
Oh no.
Oh,
Look at that
no.
watermelon.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. I don't know. Okay, I need to give a fucking warning about this first.
A flarg?
Yeah, no, this is like, look, if you're very sensitive to important political issues, maybe you shouldn't watch this segment because this is a very political segment that we're about to get into. Okay.
All I have to say before you do this,
Yes.
just buy a knife.
Yeah, I know, right?
Anyway,
just
I
buy
know where
a-
this is going.
It's not that hard.
Just buy a sizable knife, and you'll get it nice. And
Yeah, that's not a very big watermelon. And he doesn't even have the stem end centered in the little
Mhm.
round thing in the middle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Whoa.
Yeah,
Oh,
wait,
it's a little
don't.
slippery.
Yeah, that's
Come on. Okay.
It's a little slippery.
Just don't slap it down like that, brother. Like,
Figure it out. Okay.
Come on.
okay.
We're getting it there.
He's
He
gonna
does
try to
have
line
it.
it up. Yeah.
Got her lined up, yeah.
Now push down.
1, 2,
How well do you think this is gonna work?
3.
0.
Not well. That doesn't look terribly
-1.
sharp.
Well, it's
It's
-1.
Yeah.
put that gut into it.
Like the blades are gonna pop out.
Yeah, put that gunt into it.
Yeah. All right. 1,
Put your-
2, 3. Well, that. So
Now,
now,
desperate at this point.
now let's give them the credit. Did they open the watermelon?
Did they open the watermelon?
I have no idea.
I don't have.
Oh,
Hey, it's
Broke it.
technically open.
Yeah.
It is technically open, but well, let's see how this goes.
No.
He's trying to
Okay.
do it the other way for a
Come
moment
on.
there. All right.
All right. Come on. All right. You got this. You got this. All right.
He just
So-
gave up. He gave up.
Yeah, broke it too.
No, the watermelon gave up. It just said,
Who
"Oh,
wants a
fuck it, I'm just gonna
smoothie?"
break.
I
I'm
thought you
just gonna
said
take a
fresh
break,
cut,
guys,
cut
you know.
watermelon.
One of
See,
his
this-
one of,
It's cut.
one of his
See.
salad tongs fell out.
Oh, no
Jesus.
wonder that shit didn't work.
Yeah, see, this is
Hey,
why
look.
I peel my watermelons.
Oh
Yeah.
my God.
You cut both ends off, stand it on a cutting board, and you just take your knife and you follow the curve around, peel it off, and then you got a nice rindless watermelon. You can cut up any way you want.
Oh, don't be coy. You just roll it on her chest until the taco
Yeah.
meat takes the
Or
rind off.
Taco meat.
Or what you do is you buy a big ass seedless watermelon and a big ass bottle of Everclear, and you cut a hole in that watermelon and you tip the Everclear into the watermelon and let it drain into the watermelon. Have a nice, delicious alcoholic snack.
Okay.
All right. So who do you guys think is at fault? Here?
Or you don't.
Do you think the watermelon's at fault? Do you think the
There you go.
Oh, wait, why did he touch it like that? I don't like that.
Why did you
Yeah.
do that?
Get a
Why
little.
did you tickle it?
It's got a watermelon fetus.
Doing.
What? Wait,
Whoa.
Very sensual.
Wait, why are there?
Whoa.
Why did this take 2 people? The camera's on a tripod.
Damn. Wow.
Oh my
Well,
god.
maybe it's just 2 bros wanting to have watermelon. Like,
A broder melon.
Doing.
A bro.
Broder
A broder melon.
I'm
Didn't
not.
cut real. Didn't look like it cut real good towards the
No,
bottom.
it didn't.
though.
It looked like some
No.
some
Yeah, it
looked
like-
Chinesium popped off.
They shouldn't have had it on a towel.
Yeah.
If YouTube has taught me anything, when you go on Temu, you can shop like a billionaire. And there you go.
oh my god, no.
That's how
No.
billionaires cut their watermelons.
Oh my god, I hate that song.
Yeah, me too. And I have ADHD, and so it fucking gives me earworms.
There's a Timo song.
No, don't look it up.
So yeah, just
man.
save yourself the psychic damage.
Is it as bad as the Cars for Kids jingle?
No,
I
just
fucking hate that
slap your knee with one of those cast iron pans, and you'll be better.
Do you know what the charity that runs that is?
Isn't it like the Kidney Foundation?
No, they're raising money to send
Did you say charity?
charity.
Charity.
Get the soy
Not
out of here.
Cherokee.
Oh my god.
I know what he's talking about now, but I'm pretty sure
Wait.
you said Cherokee.
Wait, what's this
The
trending on
charity
Twitter?
Cherokee parakeet.
Anyway,
Okay, whoa.
the charity they're referring to that you're supporting is to send Jewish kids to a Hasidic summer camp.
Oh my god.
I shit you not.
What? That's
they
an awfully specific one.
It is, and they disclose it in their website. I mean, they're upfront about the whole thing if you actually look.
Well, there you go.
But yeah, the the Cars for Kids things is it's a religious charity to send kids to a Hasidic summer camp.
Well, all right. By the way, I've just brought this up so we could talk about something real fast on Twitter. But what's this trending here? Foodie beauty animal abuser?
Okay, so because you like have people that you follow, or like some of your followers follow other people that like talk about foodie, fit and curvy.
Fit.
Fit. God damn
You're
it.
going to see trending things with the cows for a while. Like Negs was trending in my hashtags.
Oh, okay. It's just that does mean that still a decent amount of people are talking about it, though, right?
Oh yeah.
Okay, so that's
Foodie
crazy.
beauty animal abuser has been a hashtag for a while, and I think it really blew up again like within the last couple days.
How's she been abusing animals? If you can give me the skinny on it, I know it's hard to
I
give
have
me the skinny on
no
Foodie.
clue.
All right, well maybe someone will figure it out eventually.
Like I know that like she abused BBJ, all that.
Yeah, I get that. I've heard
But
about
like I think that everyone uses that hashtag with her still because like that reputation carries itself.
True. Yeah,
She
people
abused
might
the
just be
animal.
using that to discuss foodie beauty. I guess you could be right. Anyway, so there's been this weird rumor going around. This guy that we talked about just like in that earlier segment, as aka HeelVsBabyface. There's been this tweet, which by the way has 34K fucking likes on it. I'm part of the problem. Has been
on
X? Yeah, on X. Has been
X.
perpetuating this idea that his name is actually Terrence von Higginbottom. There doesn't seem to be anything to suggest that this man's name is actually Terrence von Higginbottom. And I had Mango look into it before the show went live. It does not seem like his name is actually Terrence von Higginbottom. In fact, I think Az might be short for his actual name based on what we could gather. But
he kind of looks like a Von something or other.
Isn't that like German
Von
generally?
Higginbottom.
Yeah,
no,
it's a
Von would be
locative.
Okay.
It's meant to
Germanic.
meant to indicate like
where you're from, right?
Lower end royalty, actually.
Yeah.
You're
That's
a
where you get
landowner.
like. That's
You're
where
a
you get like
landowner.
Al Assad and shit like that.
Oh, okay,
Like,
yeah.
From somewhere.
Exactly, yeah. I
What were
remember.
we saying, Led?
Remember hearing that. Yeah.
Oh, Von means you're a landowner, basically.
Yeah.
Oh.
Which is nice if you can, have peasants and all that sort of shit.
Does that mean that technically applies to Von Helton now?
No, it does
No.
not.
No.
What, does he not own where he lives now?
No, he.
I know he's
Okay.
just a piece of shit, and we refuse to refer to him as anything other.
Oh, okay.
As far as I know, the estate hasn't actually closed yet.
I think
Okay.
the estate's still open. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I haven't.
I just don't want it to be an actual Vaughn, you know.
We can always check with Todd later.
And
Yeah.
besides, any sort of titles are prohibited in the United States.
Okay, good.
Yeah, boy.
Okay.
Fought a whole war after that shit.
Yeah, fuck titles.
Unless you're given a knighthood, in which case it's purely honorary.
Yep.
It's an honorary honor.
Honorary honor?
Yeah.
Huh.
Isn't knighthood something that can only be assigned by like royalty in Europe anyway? So
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, it's.
I don't they only generally knight people from their own country? I mean, I've never heard of.
No. You know, if you do
No.
something outstanding, you can be. I think Norman Schwarzkopf was knighted.
Oh, okay.
Hold on. I'm looking something up real quick. Let's see.
All right.
Norman Schwarzkopf.
But yeah, I just want to clarify this guy's name does not actually appear to be Terrence von Higginbottom. I mean, that would be fucking hilarious if that was the case, but no, it seems like his name might actually just be like which is short for presumably something else, but
Okay, so
whole of Higginbottom.
So here is a small list of Americans that have knighthoods or damehoods.
All right.
Whether honorary or like actually, fully done and stuff like that. George H.W. Bush.
Oh God. Okay, so it's a low bar.
Dwight D. Eisenhower, Bill and Melinda Gates, Mark Getty, Paul Getty, Billy Graham, J. Edgar Hoover, Bob Hope, Angelina Jolie, Ralph Lauren, Ronald Reagan, Steven Spielberg.
The only one who deserves it is Steven Spielberg.
I mean,
fuck the rest of those people.
I mean, yeah, 1942 was a great fucking movie.
Steven Spielberg's awesome. All right, well, yeah, thanks for the information. I didn't know that was fucking. I didn't know that was possible, but I mean, I guess I shouldn't be surprised.
I mean, Bill and Melinda Gates, like they do kind of deserve it though, because they got it for their humanitarian work.
They stole the election. God damn it!
Oh my God!
Just kidding, YouTube.
Sorry, I'm really tired. I thought you said Bill
kidding.
Clinton for a moment.
We don't actually believe that shit.
Yeah, no.
Yeah,
we're not
don't worry,
Von
YouTube.
Helton.
Georgia Guidestones. It's all on there.
Don't worry, YouTube.
well,
we don't actually think
not
that. You can
anymore.
save millions of dollars that you're going to send us for having that opinion.
Not
Don't worry
anymore.
about it.
The Georgia Guidestones were destroyed.
Yeah,
but
good, because they're
people got
fucking
them-
stupid.
People got them memorized.
I mean, all it takes is an anonymous donor and a lot of money, and they can be put back together.
Yeah, and the guy that put them up was a.
We don't know. We do not know who actually put them up.
You know what? You know what?
He went by a pseudonym. That's all we know.
You're a pseudonym.
Your ass is a pseudonym.
You know what?
It would be tempting to put him back up just to irritate people.
Yes, it would.
I'm that kind
I'm
of
gonna
guy.
go. I'm gonna go put some flour in my ass and then fart in Von Helton's camera and see
What?
if he thinks they're orbs.
All right, no, we've got a couple more stories to talk about before you fucking go put flour in your ass.
Yeah.
I have so much leftover flour.
You've got so
We'll
much
bake a
leftover
cake then.
ass.
Full tank of gas. Jesus Christ.
So, recently Elon Musk revealed the reason why he decided to buy Twitter, and it's about as stupid as you'd imagine.
Yeah.
He says right here, Elon Musk was driven to buy Twitter after fear that a woke mind virus was taking over America, including his transgender daughter. She went beyond socialism to becoming a full communist and thinking anyone rich is evil.
Well, she's not wrong.
So basically, he decided to make one of the worst business decisions in probably American history based solely on fucking political ideology and nothing alone.
Also, I think it's because the FEC said you either buy this or we're going to fine you way more than it's worth.
That's why he had to follow through on it, but I believe that this is being implied to be the initial reason why he expressed interest in doing so. So,
and
you want to know something really scary?
What's that?
So, oftentimes governments will request information from Twitter. The U.S. does it. The U.K. does it. You know, they're
Yeah,
trying
yeah,
to
pretty-
track.
pretty
They're trying to track terrible people. Supposedly, ostensibly. Do you know whose requests Twitter answers more of than any other country?
China,
Wrong.
Russia.
Wrong.
Saudi
Where he has
Arabia.
with mine.
Saudi Arabia.
Saudi
Yes.
Arabia? No way.
Yeah.
What do I win? Internet points?
Yes, you win
Use
internet
those.
points.
I started
I need
saying
to-
it first.
That.
You know what? You'll get an equal share of the internet points.
Yes, awesome. I could spend those on, trinkets.
You got to store them up. But yeah, Saudi Arabia.
That's pretty surprising to me. I didn't expect it to be that country.
Yeah, because the U.S. and Saudi Arabia have a very close business link, so to say.
Oh yeah, like the other stuff that the United States punishes every other fucking Arab country for.
Mm-hmm.
Like they get away with.
Yep.
Yeah,
Murdering dissidents, fomenting wars.
Oh yeah, that's all U.S. sponsored terrorism, so it's okay.
Yeah.
It's okay for us.
There's a reason we have a deep relationship with Saudi Arabia and Kuwait, because Saudi Arabia actually, they have a lot of oil and influence in the region, and Kuwait is our jump off point to what's called Central Command. So basically the Middle East. So whenever you go to Kuwait as a military member, that's your jump off point to anywhere in the Middle East, and they have a shitload of oil. So fun fact.
Yeah. So they're not going to be on bad terms with us anytime soon.
Yeah,
because we're willing to pay up.
And to be quite clear, the Saudi Arabian rial and the Kuwaiti dinar are pegged pretty close to the U.S. dollar. The Kuwaiti dinar is the most valuable currency unit on the planet.
Yep.
Much like Dave, they're pegged.
It's like what, $3 US dollars?
It's $3.25.
Yep.
That's one Kuwaiti dinar. It's $3.25.
Wow.
Yep.
I wish I could say I'm surprised, but I'm not at all. So yeah, is it really that surprising though that it's funny too? This dude who is so recognized for allegedly having a big influence on the future of electric vehicles is in the fucking pocket of big oil.
Yeah.
And you know what's funny? When
think.
this fucking when this rich kid started PayPal, you know what's funny about him?
What about him?
This motherfucker had a hairline like mine.
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here.
I've seen early pictures of fucking Elon Musk's hairline. It's
fuck that guy.
Look, apparently money can buy some things, that's for sure. I mean,
yeah,
man.
But for everything else, there's stochastic terrorism.
Yep.
Yeah.
You know what I will say though? I really just realized the absurdity of this. The fact that billionaires are allowed to exist because one fucking parent failed their relationship with their fucking child, and now we're all paying for it because Twitter's fucking taken over by this guy. All the fucking consequence of someone failing to connect properly with their child. Isn't that insane?
Yeah.
Just because they're a billionaire, they get to make it everybody else's fucking problem. That's crazy to me.
I think in a world of Caesars, we all just have become a bunch of
salad
Diogenes.
tossers. Oh,
salad tossers.
Tossers. I was gonna say Diogenes, but hey, I was going philosophical.
I'm surprised. No, I'm surprised that Anna went with that instead of salad shooters.
Oh my god.
Salad shooter was a good invention up until you bought it.
Oh yeah.
All right, let's
they're still surprisingly made though.
Let's talk about one more thing.
I don't know.
Because some of you might be familiar with the website DeviantArt. There's been a lot of fucking drama going around with people claiming that they're pulling a Tumblr and going to be sanitizing the platform. I just want to say that I've read through what people are complaining about here, and I don't have any issue with any of these additions that are being made. We can go through it one by one and see if anybody else here has any objections, but people are way overblowing this as being the death of the fucking website. I don't think that this is nearly as egregious as the shit that Tumblr was doing by just removing all fucking NSFW material, like, period. Or at least giving people the impression that that was the way that they were going, because here they very clearly are putting out what they're going to be removing, and none of it seems too objectionable for me. Let's take a look at it one by one. There's a few points here. We can get through this real quick. DeviantArt will remove 18+/adult material which features real people. Don't have any issue with that. Because people should have to consent to that type of shit, honestly.
Yeah.
Subjects, fictional and otherwise, that are under 18. I mean, that should go without fucking saying. I don't know why that would ever be allowed on there to begin with.
I think what they're attacking is like the lowly characters.
Yeah, that's what they're going after. It's just like, I don't even know why this is something that hasn't been tackled a long time ago.
She's a 700-year-old elf princess. She just looks 12.
That type of line.
Yeah.
All right, let's see. Content offering sexual services. I don't really know what this is implying.
Any like, hey, if you.
I'll suck your dick for an art piece. Like,
pretty much. Yeah.
I mean, what? I don't know. Whatever.
In a similar vein.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, consenting adults doing that shit, I don't really give a shit. But I understand why they don't want it on their platform. It's not a big deal.
If DeviantArt is gonna get rid of my African amputee hardware, like toilet seat hardware handjob porn, I really am going to pull my subscription. But anyway, go on.
All right. Glorification of sexual violence. I don't.
That's a bit nebulous. That's a bit nebulous.
Yeah. Yes, that's that.
Sorry.
I'm a bit confused on how that could be implemented, but whatever. All right, last point right here. Certain fringe sexual fetish topics or other fetish creations that are hard to distinguish from non-consensual.
Okay.
That's very specific.
All right, okay.
There goes my amputee porn.
Oh, Jesus
So
Christ.
the glorification of sexual violence kind of plays into the bottom.
Yeah,
point.
I was thinking that these two were related because.
Actually, it sounds more like the nebulous corporate term that they throw in to cover their asses so they can pretty much ban whatever the fuck they want to.
Yeah, I think that's what some people are afraid of by some of the wording in this last one in particular, because none of this is objectionable.
People are afraid of that, but what we have to remember is DeviantArt is exactly what the name implies. It's deviants making art. And when you have a group of people appealing to Rule 34 enthusiasts, and you don't make these very clear distinctions, and you don't draw a very firm line, then you end up with shit that is completely illegal and borders being CSA content.
Yeah.
Now, I get what you're saying.
That is an issue.
My only worry here is, like, I feel like if they're going to make this should be more than one bullet point where they like go into detail about this cannot be like shown, because everything else here is very specific, easy to understand, and that's why I assume none of these really bother people to see them included. It's really just this
that's the other. That's kind of the flip side of the deliberately nebulous shit.
Yeah.
If you put down specific bullet points, this, and this, all you have to do is say, well, it's not those, it's that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess that's a good point too.
Intentionally vague.
Yeah, that's a good point. Really, like, it's probably hard to find a balance between those two.
It's kind of like a CYA policy. But go on. Sorry, Manga.
I was gonna say, there are certain fringe fetishes that, because DeviantArt is a place that is 13 plus, would you really want to list out those fringe fetishes for 13-year-olds to know the name of and search up on their own?
Yeah, that's true. That's a good point. I don't know, like,
if you're intentionally vague about it, the 18 plus artists that are illustrating these things that are now banned from illustrating these things, they know what you're fucking talking about. They know that they're on that fringe and they know that they can't do that. But you're going to have 13, 14, 15-year-olds looking through these policies going, what does this mean?
Oh.
Yeah, I guess you're right. That is kind of an issue, getting too specific with shit like this. Although I don't know. It'll
Just
probably
like
never be
if you
spread.
tell them about birth control when they're 14, they're going to want to fuck.
Kind of.
I can see Dave saying something like that. Honestly,
probably, yeah.
Knowing him,
I mean, the people that don't understand this and can't actually like go through this probably can't also read an analog clock.
Yeah, let's be fair.
And it's sad how many people can't read an analog
So, yeah,
clock.
I know.
I don't think this is a massive outrage or something. Like, is it possible that some moderators will take some decisions too far? I guess so. It'll depend on a case-by-case basis. I want to see how implementation of this works first. It's definitely not going to be the death of the fucking website, because the majority of those points that we saw seemed overwhelmingly reasonable, so I really don't.
Well, in my support of DeviantArt, I will continue have never gone there in the first
and
place.
never think about it after this.
Like, I don't,
it's a thought once it's thought once thunk.
I haven't used DeviantArt since I was in high school or so. Yeah,
it's been
couldn't even tell you how to get.
It's been decades. It's been fucking decades. To be honest,
and I just wanted to talk about that because it is a fairly popular website, and I did used to frequent it when I was younger. And these types of discussions are important to have, I would say. All right, but
now,
that is a.
Are they going to get rid of the ball pit?
The ball pit? That was fucking Tumblr, you jerk.
DashCon.
Okay.
Yeah, that's DashCon. That
all right,
also...
Jesus Christ!
They don't even have a ball pit. God, I was
no, they don't have a ball pit.
I was gonna Google DeviantArt, and then all of a sudden you told me they don't have a ball pit.
If you look up ball pit on fucking DeviantArt, you'll finally find like a pit of testicles or something.
Look, man, I'm not Googling fucking ball pit at any point. Okay.
At that.
All right.
I'll put
that is a
search
show,
on
everybody.
before.
That was a good show. Everybody.
It was a show for the people.
Yep.
Before we go, it wouldn't be a ball pit. It would be a testicle tunnel.
Oh,
all right,
my God.
you're banned. Get the fuck out of here. You're banned. I'm not having you on next time.
Fuck you.
All right, post your thing one more time, Mango.
Yeah.
In the meanwhile, I'm gonna say, guys, drop a like if you like this shit. We love doing this show for you, and we're gonna do it as much as we can every fucking Saturday.
And this was a lot of fun, and everybody hit up that link because Mango's child needs medication. It all goes towards medication. Can confirm.
I know a couple of you've already helped out tonight, and if anyone else can, then I appreciate
everyone
that
that has helped out so far. I absolutely appreciate you. I was not expecting him to have another seizure so soon.
Yeah,
no one ever sees that shit coming, and no one expects to have to like up a medication dose when you just got yourself like stabilized on one, and it fucking sucks. Like, I feel for the kid.
And I can only imagine how scary it is. You know, like it's
especially as a mother, Jesus.
in the middle of the night, just like, oh shit. Like putting it on my phone, like, who do I have to call?
Yeah, I get you.
And when you're on your own, it's a son of a bitch. But
go support her if you can, and I really appreciate that. And I appreciate you guys just for fucking watching. And even if you just can watch, then drop a like, drop a fucking comment, and spread the good word. And maybe some other people will be able to help out as well. So hell yeah. Thank you guys very much for watching. We'll be back next Saturday, maybe earlier if we have something special to talk about. Who the fuck knows?
Earlier if you're up for brunch tomorrow.
Yeah.
I'm doing brunch tomorrow.
Yeah, we'll be doing. I'll be there as long as I can fucking wake up in time.
Dope. I'm probably gonna be doing it a little bit later. So
all right, cool. Yeah, all right, awesome.
Oh, I have the most ridiculous video to show tomorrow too.
Oh, you do? Oh boy. Oh, okay. Well, I mean, I almost forgot to go through everybody. Lizard, I assume the thing you're gonna want to talk about is we got brunch tomorrow.
I'm done.
You're done. All right, Mud. You got anything that you want to talk about before we go?
Oh, I got my live stream Tuesday, 6:30. Other than that, that's about it.
All right. Mango.
It shows you how to build a log cabin with just some flint tools and a musket to keep off the savages.
Oh my god.
Oh my.
All right.
Not the savages.
There's quite a few of them around here.
Mango, you got anything planned?
I'm going to be at brunch tomorrow, hopefully.
Hell
And
yeah.
then I have no clue because like life is kind of up in the air right now and it's very stressful.
Yeah, I get you. All right, Heon doesn't have anything of value to say. Good night, everybody. All right,
I bet you would.
What do you want to say?
I was gonna say, usually I can be found here, or you'll find me needling Dave or doing random other shit. Yeah, I got a needle Dave because he doesn't really have a prick.
Yeah, he doesn't have one of his own.
Oh, okay, that's fair.
So Anna, you were correct.
Yeah, okay.
Listen,
Yeah.
you helped me.
Good night, everybody. Good night,
everybody.
everybody.
See you guys later.